Why, hello, players.
Hello.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Echo, I too love that song, and thank you for speaking to it. I've been thinking about the song that I chose to open the stream. There are two. There's one I'll play occasionally for Shillarani's sake. There's the song Remember My Name, which was for Dark Souls 2, where everyone forgot who they were because they were thousands of years old and didn't remember their purpose, and we were slowly losing themselves. And I mean, that's Shillarani, right? That song. That song's for her. But this song, the whole song is about finding mistakes and carrying them home, which is literally what Hollice is about. That's the whole thing. Everyone drops the buck and the players pick them up. Now you understand the setting. Thank you. Oh, I did it. Look, Frangie, I did it.
You did it.
I did
I didn't have to
it.
remind you when you ignore me this time.
It's me, Thades and Queen and Munu and Fergie.
Hi,
Thades
Galaxies.
is infinite.
The Crane Wives are incredible. I mean, I wrote to them to ask if I could use the song, and I explained what it was for and what my stream community was like. The lead singer is the one who responded, and she was very kind to me. And she said she's very happy that we want to use the song, and with her blessing to do so. You're very nice to me.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's very sweet.
Who remembers South Park? I have mixed feelings about South Park. They did not go in the right direction in a lot of things because they're white guys. It comes down to it, unfortunately. But back way back when I was just a wee kid, when there was like their first season, they pulled one of my favorite gimmicks in television history, and that is what I want to refer to. Just forget the rest of South Park's body of work for now. The rest of it's not really relevant.
All the songs in my head.
It's been a long time building up to the discovery of who Cartman's mom was, or Cartman's dad. Right? Like, who did Cartman's mom create Cartman, the evil character, with, right? And there were a whole bunch of options, and they kept casting doubt and suspicion everywhere. All these suspects kept popping up, and it was like a full 5 or 6 episodes of just like dragging it out. And then they started saying, in 2 weeks, you're going to find out. Next episode, you'll find out. And then every day, once an hour, there was an ad for the South Park show. Who is Cartman's dad? And it would list off the like 4 or 5 top suspects. And then it would say, find out at this time, this date, in 2 weeks, in 1 week, in a few days, tomorrow. And then in the hour leading up to it, every commercial break, they played the ad twice. And then before the episode started, they played the ad back to back 3 times. And then they said, and now we'll find out. And then everything went dark, and there was a cold open, and it was South Park's art, but it was not South Park. It was the introduction of Terrence and Phillip, the Canadian dudes with their heads top off, bobbling back and forth. And it was literally a 25-minute episode of fart jokes, where the 2 dudes just stood there, their heads, and they were like, hey, Phillip, what, Terrence? And that's all they did for 30 minutes. They punked all of us. And I remember my friends, they were all piled into my dorm room watching my television because it was the only one on the floor, waiting to see the answer to this, because we didn't have that much internet. There wasn't that much interesting going on the web, right? You know, waiting for Napster to download the next song, maybe. It took fucking forever. So we're just watching the television, and they just punked us. I'm bringing that up now because I can't remember where we were last time, and so
I don't like why you're bringing it
I'm
up.
going to play Magic the Gathering tonight while the 4 of us talk about card games. That's tonight's plan.
We'll play without a DM.
The silence and the looks.
I was enjoying the looks of my players in that moment.
I genuinely couldn't tell whether or not you were going to go through and just be like, no, yeah, we're not going to get that tonight. I'd be like, that you would not.
The darkness closes in.
That would be big trouble times.
Hi, players.
Hi.
Hi.
Rude.
Let's we can slide into it. We can slide right into a cutscene. A cutscene. I don't often do these.
Oh.
The curtain comes up and we don't see our players. We don't see our heroes, our player characters. We see a sort of visually turbulent and rocky, pitch dark landscape, slowly grading up.
Uh-oh.
In the distance to the right, along what may be the old trade road, but a weird, shadowy version of it, Hollice is visible, but a dark and empty shell of the town that we know. And to the left and up above Hollice, carved into the mountain, is some onyx castle with fumes and smoke tendrils leaking over the walls and the sides, pouring down into the valley. Standing and looking at this scene is our friend Ashdale, alone in this. The only object with any color that's not sable, shadowy black. Sword over her shoulder easily, looking levelly at the scene. She looks down at the calluses on each of her hands in turn, taking the sword with the other as she studies her own hands. Hisses and whispers come up before her. Shadows writhe and come to standing. And beyond them, suddenly, is a planetar, but not one of Bakab. One dressed not dissimilar from Tiash, but with much finer regalia and a much larger being. Giant two-handed mace and a helmet which you cannot see the eyes. The being nods at Ashdale once and readies itself for combat. Ashdale roars and charges. Ranmar. You feel a bit disoriented. You are standing in a room that's becoming familiar step by step over the body of Thorcum and several orcs that you dispatched.
Oh, good.
Why is this the We Hate Ranmar episode?
That's not what this is. It's just...
Thank you.
I don't
Quinn.
think you're being entirely honest, DM.
What?
We're gonna get through this.
All right. Great. Oh.
True
okay.
words,
Bardic
seldom
inspiration
spoken.
from the
Is-
sideline.
Is Ranmar by themselves?
That's Bardic inspiration from the
Rambar by themselves, if you mean you don't count Thorcum. Florcum.
There's most of Thorcum over here.
No,
Part of
no,
Thorcum
no.
over there.
I said Thorcum. What's wrong?
That is not what you said.
What did I
Shame
s-
on you.
what do you think I
I'm
said?
not saying it because then you're going to say I said it.
Said what? Oh, what's happening?
Uh-oh.
My poor players are having some trouble.
Did my audio cut out? Did I miss a chunk? Oh, God.
Oh, did
Perhaps
you?
it's for the best.
It's for the best.
It's okay. Yeah.
Okay. Great. Great. Great.
It's very quiet here, Ramar.
Hmm. Should I do something?
Whenever you're ready.
Oh God! Ravioli. Now's not the time.
She's trying to make you feel better.
So this is the last thing I would have seen in the room. Thorcum's
Yes,
down.
Yeah.
But so are the orcs.
correct.
Ravioli, I love you so much. Okay, all right. Look, listen.
Ravioli's
Oh my God.
incredible right now.
Squeak, squeak.
I have so many conflicting emotions right now.
The room is
okay.
calm.
Ravioli's trying
Except
to
the
help
squeak,
you.
squeak.
Oh God. Oh, it feels silly, but I'd like to go and like kneel down next to Thorcum.
That's not silly.
Oh, except I know he's not gonna get up.
His face is attached to his body, but he is quiet and his eyes are closed.
Why is his face attached to his body? Oh God. Oh God. That means this is very much not what I thought. Oh God. Can I'll just give him a little poke on the shoulder. Oh God. What are you rolling? Oh.
The body doesn't really move meaningfully with that little force.
Is he dead? He's still dead, just face attached.
Yes. He looks like he's at peace.
Oh, that made my idea worse. Never mind. I don't know what to do. I genuinely don't know what to do. What do I do? Help. Oh no. I don't know. Help.
Why are we torturing Munu?
We're not torturing Moonu.
I feel a little tortured. I don't know what to do. What do I do?
Well, you have your full complement of spells at your disposal, right? Whatever spells you would have prepared.
What did you, for clarification while we think about it, what did you think was happening versus what is happening?
Sure.
I thought this was a memory where his face got sliced off, but it feels disrespectful to do speak with the dead.
It's a dream. You could speak with the dead in here.
Is it a dream? I've been haunted by one of them. Oh, God. Okay, fine. Oh, this is a mistake. Okay, fine. I will do speak with dead on Thorcum.
Okay.
Oh, he's gonna haunt me for sure.
I'm gonna be right.
Okay, all right. I'm about to get my shit rocked. Okay. So I'm trying to get to my spell. Hold on, here we go. Let's see. Can ask up to 3 questions. The corpse knows only what it knew in life, including languages. The answers
or
are
5?
brief, cryptic. I wrote 3, but I thought it was 5.
It's 5.
I may have written the wrong thing. Is it 5?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay. That makes it better. I thought it was 5. Fuck.
Ravioli's doing her best.
That was the best cut.
Poor Ravioli. Officer, I don't know where the javelin came from. She was a good dog. I was just... Anyway. Hopefully, the vet says she'll be fine.
She'll be fine. It's fine. Okay. Everything's fine. All right. So cool. I get 5 questions. Answers can be brief, cryptic, or repetitive. Great. Okay. I'm scared.
I don't like.
Did it work?
Your spell is active. Yeah. You just have to ask questions, remember?
I don't wanna. Okay. I'm so fucking nervous right now. Hold on. Okay. Did you have any unfinished business?
You're going to go to that Hollice place. You said your friend was going there, and that's why I was on the detail. But that's not why I was coming. You're my friend, and I wanted to be better friends.
Yeah. Yeah, that didn't work. Okay. Shit. is gonna hurt. Did you know it was about to be over? Why did I ask that?
What do you mean?
You know what? Never mind. Okay. Oh God. Wait, no, seriously, help. I don't know what else to ask. What do I do?
Do we need? Can we? This is also asking
As
the DM, I
players,
guess,
if
a
you
little
want
bit.
to offer your thoughts, you can do that. That's fine.
I'm freaking
Okay.
out. I don't know what to do.
Do we want like a team safe word for like, hey, actually help me come up with questions right now? Like I'm not just like
I sure would really, really, really like some
Okay.
help right now
Okay.
because I'm freaking out. My heart is racing. Please
Okay,
help.
okay.
no.
Okay. Okay. What? Okay. Shit. Every time I see what you mean now. You can't ask that question. I was gonna go tell you to go back and do that the other one that you were gonna say, but I also see why you stopped saying that one. You can ask. Would it be too obvious to say like who killed you? Like we
Well,
kind
I
of
mean,
know.
I watched
do
it
we?
happen. Didn't work. Did it?
You could ask if he has any like regrets from life or something, or
Ooh.
I don't know. I don't know if we want
I
to know the
mean,
answer.
I
to
thought
that.
that was what I asked.
mean-
You know what? I should have been clearer. My first question was not very clear. That's a good point. Okay.
Or like, do
all
you
right.
have any messages that you would want me to deliver?
I think that would be similar to the unfinished business one question mark, or maybe not. Maybe that's
That's
two.
what I was trying to get at, but maybe I'm so freaked out. I was like, maybe that was too vague. Okay, all right. No, that's a good point. Oh God. Okay, all right. Ooh. I'm so fucking scared. Are there any messages you would like to be delivered?
Make sure Ranmar knows when I get to Hollis, they owe me a pint or two.
Yeah. Oh, fuck me.
You asked why they were doing things in the first place, right? Like why were they
I
on their
asked,
journey?
any unfinished business.
Yeah.
Did you know that the end was nigh? And now, are there any or messages you want to send? Oh God.
It seems like they're talking a lot as if they could you ask if they know they're dead? Because it seems like they don't know.
Mm-hmm. But also,
Oh,
is that a
shit.
thing that you want them to know?
Ooh,
I mean, maybe what if you maybe you just don't have questions? Maybe you just say things.
I mean, honestly, also
Like tell
on the
them
side
how
of
you feel about them or something.
Oh,
you
okay,
could do
all right.
you should do that too. But I was gonna say on the side of asking about if they know they were dead, you could give possibly on like a better note, you could give them closure for it too. Like if they
Oh,
know,
God.
so they're not like in limbo kind of
Okay.
situation.
Oh,
Question mark?
fuck me. Okay. All right. I got 2 questions. Let me write this down
All right,
so I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
fuck this up. You
Good work.
stand
Good
by.
teamwork.
Pause. Time out.
Time out. Time out times, everybody.
Oh, God. Okay. All right. There's one. And then. I don't
See,
like this other question.
we're so good at talking.
You're doing really great.
No, I'm not. They are.
You are
Okay,
doing great.
great. All right. Do you know that you're dead?
I failed you? I'm so sorry. I failed.
No, you didn't fail me.
No, there was no failure on your part, buddy. Okay.
I didn't fail. It was
You
my
didn't-
job to get you there.
You did not fail. I got there.
You got there?
I got there. Yup. Safe and sound. Kinda.
Mm-mm. Don't add kind.
I'm so scared.
I helped?
You helped so much. Would not have been possible without you.
So it's okay.
Yeah.
I can rest?
Yeah.
Thorcum's body blows away as though dust on an unseen breeze.
Oh no.
You feel a weight lifted, Ranmar.
Oh god.
One of two.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh god. Okay, great. Awesome. I'm so sorry,
Oh,
Thorco
is-
buddy. I'll get you a pint. Oh, I feel so bad.
Pour one out for Thorcum, chat.
I'll pour
One last
out for
round
Thorcum.
of F's in chat for Thorcum.
I'm gonna write. We all have to
Eternal
get a
F's in
pint on our
chat.
to-do list.
Does that mean no more panic attacks for once? Is that what that means?
There's still one more ghost out there.
The panic was never tied to the haunting. The panic was its own thing. But one thing at a time, one step at a time. This is progress.
It still just feels like you're being mean to Munu.
That's how it just feels like. We're all
Thank you,
Thorcum.
Reggie.
Thorcum has been set on. You've set Thorcum free from his ignorance about his state and his fear of having failed. You didn't know he was dead because that would mean he'd have to acknowledge the fact that he felt he failed to get you where you had to go.
Oh God. Okay. Admittedly, that would have been a lot easier if I had known that we were not doing this just strict up questions. That's my bad. I thought it was like strictly following the spell and not a conversation. That's my bad. Oh God. Am I dead?
You are still standing in the room over the bodies of several dead orcs. This was the kitchen, you think? Was it a kitchen? Your memory is fuzzy with it, and the dream wavers with it. And then you wake up. You're in a guest bed at Yabundance.
Oh great.
These rooms have 2 beds apart, and next to you is a perfectly made unused bed.
Wow.
It's just getting ruder and ruder.
It's just the reality of this. If you go back to the Abundant episode, I did explain the layout of these rooms before. This is not strange.
So subtle.
You had to remind them.
I loved how subtle that was. Great.
I have to set the scene. It's important to set the scene.
Ranmar's just gonna lay there for a couple minutes
Sure.
and like try to process what just happened.
Reasonable.
Fair.
And then they're gonna like because that's what I do. Just like push their fists into their eyes and be like, ah, and then they're gonna use sending again.
Okay.
Or a sending. not
Please don't
again.
contact a
They-
ghost.
Hmm?
The narrator asks that you not try to contact a ghost.
No, I'm gonna send one to Ashdale.
Oh, okay.
Then he is sending for Ashdale.
Mm-hmm.
Let me find it. Stand by. Oh
Mhm.
God. Did I delete it? No, I got it. This has been an emotional roller coaster of 5 minutes. All right, here we go. The sending.
Mhm.
Sorry, I froze.
Mhm.
This is new. I'd love to properly smooch your cute face when you're back. Okay? You've got this. No rushing. Where are you? And where is an apostrophe? It's one word. 25. Done.
Hells yeah, hells yeah, hells yeah.
Oh
Hells yeah.
no, chat. Should I count that as one word?
It's in the dictionary. I looked it up.
You
apostrophed
This.
every word I fucking could.
Oh, Munu, the word.
So,
Did it not go through?
Muno, I want to give it to you. I honestly do, but there's no response.
I'm boycotting.
It didn't go through, or she's so mad at me.
Finnegan, you are awakened by
Drug me into this.
screeching Ranmar terror from across the hallway.
I won't talk about it.
That's fair. I won't push you.
All right. Downstairs, where the elves and the demon are hanging out at the table alone, you can hear a somewhat muffled Ranmar screech, which I suppose is starting to become normal. So, you tell.
You're so rude today.
Are you about to tell me that Esmeralda is going to race to Ranmar's protection right now? Or
You have to say it.
is it the case that
You don't have to say
Esmeralda
it.
is going to continue sipping the lovely tea that they scrounged up in the kitchen overnight?
That's not the point. You don't gotta rub it in.
Hearing this screeching through the stone floor. Okay. Just
So rude tonight. Why is the DM extra spicy?
trying to understand. I'm setting the scene for our viewers at home. They have to know.
What did you eat today? Why are you so spicy?
I had tabbouleh. It's quite nice tabbouleh. And tabbouleh without any grain in it. So it's just leaves. Leaves and lemon juice and oil. Some tomatoes.
No, I see what you. That's funny.
Thank you.
That's
Corin, I
funny.
appreciate you. That's good.
Not the bullying, but the bully is funny.
I didn't bully anybody. This is just what's happening.
God damn it.
How you doing, Renmai?
Finnegan asks, I suppose, entering your room.
I look.
It was a bad day before I woke up. I want to talk about it
Aw.
right now. Let me wallow for 20 minutes.
Okay. I'm gonna let Ranmar wallow for 20 minutes.
Emma just rolls over and shoves her face in the pillow and just screeches quietly again. I'm so upset.
So Rachel says, should we
Oh,
go up
Rachel's
there?
here.
And I mean, I can go.
No. They probably need a moment. Yesterday was a hard day.
I mean, Ashtel didn't come back because she had to go on a thing. And I'm not allowed to go and check out what that is. So that must mean they're going to be fine, right? Like, she's fine. She's got good muscles and she's very motivated.
Yeah.
I would like to think so.
Yeah, she's fine.
Did she say, she said bye, right? Before she checked out?
Not exactly, I guess.
Hoochie smooch.
I'm just playing with my little notebook. Just scooting back and forth.
Rachel is like looking at you through narrow eyes, studying you with like, you don't know how many decades of wisdom behind these.
Ezra is just going to kind of sit back and say, do I really need to say it?
All of you?
No, no.
Oh. I mean, she's pretty assertive.
Ezra giggles an ace. No, not all of us.
Okay. The party is still separated with Mielavir and Esmeralda and Rachel in the dining area. and the two other party members upstairs. Finnegan standing awkwardly in the hallway, I guess. Ranmar behind a closed door.
I guess I'm here just for moral support.
Okay, there you go.
Being awkward.
Finnegan is close by just in case.
Once my requested 20 minutes are up, I'll get out of bed and I I won't even bother shaving. You've got like 24-hour dwarf beard coming in next
Let's
to the
go.
lovely mustache. And Ramar just doesn't give a fuck today.
That's valid.
You've been shaving that every day?
Oh, yeah.
Impressive.
Dwarf beards grow fast, okay?
Oh, yeah.
I like to imagine Ranmar like works on shaving and grooming the mustache while they're doing the prayer to swap out their spells.
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, yes. Yes, yes.
It's part of the ritual.
It's kind of worked it into the ritual while you're doing the formal
Literally
stuff. Yeah, if you're-
ritual.
very
Yeah.
time efficient. That's very academic, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like reviewing your notes for a presentation while you're shaving or something.
Mm-hmm. What am I if not a multitasker
Yeah, I get
and
it.
a worrier and a panicker? And
You're a
foot and
hero,
mouther?
Doesn't that just make you more
a
of a multitasker?
scholar, a teacher.
Multitasker.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Hi, Finn.
Oh, hi. I'm sorry. Are we chilling? Are we good? We're realistically probably not, but like, yeah.
I've wallowed. It was not a good night, nor was it a good sending.
Can we try sending again?
I sure could if I had another spell slot. Did
Did we just sleep? Did we sleep or no?
We sure did, and I burned one of them while I was asleep, and the second one as soon as I woke up.
Oh.
I'm fresh out. I got nothing until tomorrow again.
Oh no.
Sucks so much. I'm gonna go.
We could go do breakfast.
I'm gonna
Question
go.
mark.
Yeah, breakfast sounds good before I cry. Let's go.
Yeah, let's go do breakfast. We can go do breakfast. We're gonna join the group.
The party reunites.
We need a little sound, like a little da 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 da.
You hear some sounds from the kitchen, like the servants have started their morning chores and such. You hear someone starting the fire up.
What are we doing, team?
Is everyone
What's-
feeling okay? Rachel says, just kind of wringing her hands gently behind the table. Does anyone have anything they would like to talk about, or,
Can I just
you know?
bum?
Okay, I'll go first. I hate being told what to do, and I'm having trouble dealing with those feelings right now.
Understand
That's
that.
valid.
Thank you.
That's valid.
What do you not want to do right now?
Anyway, it's your turn, Finn.
You don't get to bring it up and then do that.
I did. I said my feeling. Now it's Finnegan's turn.
To say my feelings?
Mhm.
Oh.
Oh God.
If you want, I don't want to pressure anybody.
I am optimistically hopeful lad this morning. That's all. We're not gonna there's everything's fine. That's my feeling.
Rachel looks at Milavir. I'm a slice of sunshine, Milavir says. Rachel nods fervently and then looks at Esprit.
I wouldn't even really know where to begin. It's been like a really eventful. How long? What day is it?
I love us all equally just being like, what the? Gotta check that old clock. Let me just go.
Time has very little meaning right now.
Uh-huh.
It's Saturday. It's
I
Saturday.
mean,
Oh my goodness.
So I can go
It's
back to
not-
bed and just lay there for 8 hours and all will be well? Is that how it works?
I mean,
Saturday
maybe worth a shot, Rachel says, if that's how you feel.
after breakfast. I'll think about it.
Yeah, that's
Long
fair.
nap
At least
times.
you gotta at least do a breakfast. You have to at least do the foods today. But other than that, your decision. You gotta stay fed and watered, and then you can do the other.
Sounds fake, but okay, I'll try.
Sounds fake.
God. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Food will slowly emerge in the next 30 minutes. Eggs, rolls, fruit. Mostly
Where's
berries
your
and some
bond?
pear-like fruit thingy.
Is your bond on in here?
If he hasn't announced himself yet. He's not in this room.
Okay.
Because
Didn't know if
the
he
door
was
to his
one of
chambers
those-
are closed.
Okay. I didn't know if he was one of those people who's like up and moving around
Yeah.
at 5 a.m. Okay. All right. I'm so upset.
Here.
Mhm.
What is that?
Yep, everything's fine.
Yep.
This is fine.
Give the moment its space.
Yep.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah.
Remar doesn't want to talk this morning yet.
All of us.
So what is our plan? Milavir says. What's next? Do we need the weekend off? Is that a thing that we need?
I don't know. Maybe.
You know what? I've probably, in light of what's happened, maybe the weekend off would be
I'm
a
not
welcome refreshing. thing.
sure that we would necessarily make the best decisions should we be faced with decisions to be made. Perhaps.
Today is for drinking and food and sleeping.
Wow, that sounds phenomenal.
I know, right?
We also
you
have
that.
people in the mountains who have needed help for weeks, and we haven't made it there yet.
What help are we right now, though?
You know what? You know what? That's true.
It will.
You're right.
It probably takes some time to get there, Rachel says. So there will be time on the trip to collect and have lots of talks about feelings if people want.
What if
that
something
great?
happens on the trip?
Then we'll deal with it and keep talking about feelings.
Wait, what's happening?
Just like every
like
day.
Refresh of what's
feelings.
happening in
take
the
the-
mountains.
What a
Raj
beautiful
and his
breakthrough,
niece.
Esperay.
Raj's niece are with
Did you hear?
They were-
still.
They're still captured by orcs in the mountains.
I wanna
And
feel
Hadsky
feelings.
and Hollis asked us to help them.
Yeah.
And we picked up Rachel while trying to help them. And Kadsky's sad trombone because we didn't get them on that trip.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sidetrack. Well, it wasn't really a sidetrack, but I missed what ladies
I
and
know, I'm so
Pratchett were
sorry.
saying.
No,
I'm
no.
sorry.
Rachel says it's okay. What you're talking about is actually the important stuff
Yeah,
that we
no,
have
I'm
to
just
do.
whining.
But it is also important that Esmeralda just shared with us that she does not like feelings and wishes she didn't have them, which speaks to some really deep hurts. Milavir says that's actually profound, and I think you should dig into that,
Aw.
Esmeralda. Milavir says
Traitor!
maybe it's why you're sleeping in trees.
I like the trees.
I don't think the
You
trees like
admitted-
you. They're trees.
You don't
You
know.
admitted you're not even comfortable in the trees. That's alarming in and of itself.
Thank you, says Milavir.
Who says I'm not comfortable?
You did. You
When?
literally did.
I did.
Uh-huh.
All four women are nodding at you.
I don't remember.
Sorry, all four. There's only three in here. Everyone's nodding at you.
Why don't I remember this?
1, 2, 3. You're nodding at yourself. I lost
I am
count.
not.
I would never betray
lost
you
count.
like that.
I lost count.
I don't remember.
Finnegan's not nodding, obviously. Rannigan, Ranmar.
Rannigan.
I assume Ranmar is staring at a roll right now, so I didn't want to like implicate them right now. In any event.
Sure. Yeah, I'm just staring longingly at a breakfast roll. This is great.
Longingly.
So Milovir says, as much fun as I have talking about feelings, I figure my sister's got at least 15 to 30 more years before she's ready to talk about this stuff. So I am going to go to Hollice, and I'm going to keep an eye on Hollice. And then you four, and she looks pointedly at Rachel, you four can figure out what your next steps are and sort it out. Because I'm pretty sure the four of you can handle just about anything. Milovir says.
Aw.
Yeah.
Even right now?
Yeah. Milovir says, of course. But I'm not confident that Hollis will be okay without any of us.
That's also
valid.
my fear. That's my big fear.
So I can take care of that. I can do it, Rachel says. I know you can. But I'm pretty sure that whatever they were into, you're going to be a better help than I am.
What does that mean?
Rachel and Milovir are looking at each other for a long moment.
What does that mean?
Rachel slowly starts nodding. Milovir bows. And then looks at the three of you beyond Rachel, nods at each of you, offers a high five to Finnegan, clasps Ranmar's shoulder for a moment,
Thanks.
and then whispers something in Ranmar's ear in Elvish, and then hugs Esmeralda and makes her way out. Ranmar, you speak Elvish?
Uh-huh.
All right. It was essentially an Elvish limerick, but it's short and sweet. But the meaning is, you know, she loves you because everyone else does.
Wait, you can't make me cry. No.
Wait, on a side tangent, was there anything that we should have told Milovir to like check up on?
Yeah, you sure can.
Like,
she's
Zermos or like whatever Zermos is doing or who was doing map
Jacoby?
making, Jacoby.
You got Jacoby,
yeah.
Zermas, Kanan.
Kanan, that's who I was thinking of.
Kanan is like the so Kanan is Ranmar's page that Zermas is more or less training and watching after.
Dope. I guess as long as she just checks in on them and makes sure. I mean, I'm confident that they can do things themselves, but like,
I can assure you that if they die, they brought it on themselves, she says. And she laughs and shrugs and closes the door behind herself.
I don't like that.
Knowing your sister Esmeralda, you're confident she'll protect them with her life. Then there were four. Yabandon will gently open the door. Good morning. Oh. Oh, I'm just going to anyway.
Don't you back away here.
the giant pauses. He's looking curiously at Finnegan. I feel that perhaps I intruded. Everything is perhaps are you saying you don't need for space now?
So sorry, my brain could not. We don't need space. You can be here. We don't need space.
Do you want me here?
Yes, actually, there's probably things that we probably could talk about before we are on our way to the next journey we have.
Your next journey, exciting. He steps into the room, all 20 some odd tall feet of him, gently closes the door behind himself. Boom, boom, as he steps through his own dining room, sits down in his large chair, creaks under his weight. His robes didn't open in any inappropriate way, but he still carefully checks to make sure he's arrayed nicely. And he nods at you all and smiles and looks attentive.
Awesome. So, where are we going?
I vote. It's the far reaches. That doesn't sound right. That
That's
sounds
right.
like it's from a video game.
That's right.
That's right. Okay.
You got
All
it.
right. I
Wait, I
vote
need
the
the
far
map.
reaches to try to find Raj and his niece.
That's like the most pressing thing we have to do, right?
To my knowledge, yes.
It's the one
That's
thing
like the
what we
with
do
a
now.
known timer on it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I didn't want to like metagame, but I'm like, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's reasonable. Like, you all don't know, your characters don't know that your DM set a roughly 2-month timeline, of which you're about a
Right.
week into.
Oh.
But your characters would recognize that the longer these folks are in the reaches, the less likely you are to be able to find them, let alone rescue them.
How long does
And
it
the
take to get
vaults
there?
have been sealed for 2 millennia. What's an extra couple of weeks?
Right.
Kinda.
Right.
Oh, I got
Was
you. Yeah.
Was the logic I was trying to follow, but also out of character. We know there's a timer ticking and it's short for Raj.
Yeah.
My chair squeaks.
My chair hasn't
Overland
started
travel
squeaking
in D&D 5e calculator. I love the internet. Don't you love the internet?
Wait,
What
what
are
do we
we
do?
what are we interneting?
I asked how long it was going to take us to get there.
Oh, that's a good question. But I'm assuming we talked to Bondan about that, about any of the far reaches.
Yeah, but he doesn't know where Raj is.
You don't think he would have any like extra stuff for us, like just to do with that area in general?
You can cut the
I
time
mean,
in
he
half if you
probably
want.
has some insights, but
But
might
nothing
know
like-
like the fastest paths to take, maybe, but
Mm-hmm.
wouldn't be able to help us get to an unknown location faster.
So on foot, it's 23 days of travel. Mounted to be roughly
Oh.
2 weeks.
We don't have horses, do we?
You don't have horses. The Bondan says.
Negative, Ghost Rider. We do not.
Well, walking everywhere for me is fine. Might surprise you to know it's a little bit difficult for me to find anything willing to let me ride on it.
I could see that would be an issue.
Unless I could grant you a loaner to help. Stands up and he wanders back to his rooms.
I thought he was about to. I was about to ask him if he would take us.
You want me to carry you?
Uppies!
I thought you were about to offer.
Oh, perhaps I could throw you. We'll see. We'll see what kind of distance I can get. I dare say, little master, that you will get there first.
I'm down.
Get it because you're
If there's a spell to protect me.
essentially you're the
Yeet you
size
like
of
a
a
javelin.
small sport ball.
Yeah. I think that would be killer. I think, look, keep that in the back pocket for if we need that for any reason.
You
I
would
think
absolutely
that's
fit
killer
in my
move.
back pocket. However, you'll have to buy me dinner first. He retreats into his chambers.
Finnegan,
I love you,
comma,
Bondan.
sport
He's
ball.
still laughing back there the entire time. He comes back with a small bag. It's a very nice bag. It's made of shined leather with beautiful silver clasps on it. Sets it on the table and he opens it up and he takes out 3 little figurines that look like ponies. He gives you each one.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
These are very difficult to come by, and I don't get to use them because, well, you'll see. But they will provide you with a reasonable mount each day for, I believe, 8 to 10 hours at a time. They won't need to eat, but they will need, essentially, to rest each day, and that they'll have to go back into these figurines and Well, you're going to be able to ride these there, and it will cut your travel time down considerably, I think. Please don't
I think
sell
that is
them.
a-
I'll be very upset if you do that.
No,
We
we
would
would never sell
never.
them. We will get them back to you in one piece.
This is so incredible.
And traveling with horses is difficult at the best of times, and you'll on a bit of a timer, and you're about to go into territory where you may just not be able to use even these sort of, there's no sort of about it, they are magical horses. They won't be able to climb some of it. You'll have to just scramble yourselves, but there are long stretches, and they will be useful.
Thank you.
Of course. I feel like I appreciate being able to help. I feel like I've been less than adequate in pursuing the other task you asked me to work on. But I am still at it.
I appreciate your effort and your help so much. More than I can say, but thank you so much.
Master Ranmar, are you all right?
No.
No, nods.
You know how rare it is for a sending spell to not go through, and the one day I really fucking need it too, it's gone. It's real great, you Bondon. I'm not awesome. You know what? There were dreams and failed spells, and I'm not happy, but this is great, and it's lifting my spirits tremendously. Thank you.
He nods at you. He looks concerned, but he's not saying anything right now.
I'm concerned too.
Finnegan, can I ask you a question? Rachel says.
Absolutely.
I don't want to single you out, but since I singled everyone else out, I just want to understand. How are you with feelings? You okay with feelings that you have sometimes? Do you ever think about them and talk about them with people, friends, maybe acquaintances, family, loved ones? Do you ever talk about feelings?
If I trust them.
Okay. So you understand you have them and you're okay with that you have them?
A loaded question, but overall, yeah.
One out of 3. That's good. I apologize that I don't have a tiny pony for you, Madam Rachel. Oh, I think I'm past having to pretend I need one of those, right? You 3 are okay with the fact that I don't need a horse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, whatever's more comfortable for you.
I can fly.
I want to fly.
That's pretty cool.
You want to fly?
Yeah.
But if you had a pony and could fly with the pony, would that make it a Pegasus?
You want a peg? You want a Pegasus?
No, yes.
Oh, they are
Yes.
so annoying. You don't want one of those.
Are they?
Devon
No, are they really
says.
annoying?
Oh, they are very full of themselves. Have you met a mare?
Huh?
A mare knows who the boss is. Now put wings on her.
Finn just also
A mare is
now
a
sulks down
lady
in
horse.
a bad mood. Like grandma's just like Pegasus are mean. Pegasus.
They're not necessarily mean. They're just annoying. They're obnoxious because if a horse doesn't want you to ride on them, they may, for instance, run you into a branch or run away from you or roll in the mud while you're riding them. Now put wings on that piece of crap.
They'll just do barrel rolls.
Now you understand.
That sounds fun.
Guy.
No,
I'll just hold on real tight.
you need such a special relationship with the Pegasus in order to ride one.
That sounds like a challenge.
Yes. No, I'm not challenging you, Esmeralda, to find and ride a Pegasus. I am saying that they are challenging intrinsically to ride. No, this is very well. I feel I have accidentally reverse psychologied your friend into getting herself destroyed, and I apologize.
Yeah.
It's on me. I will resurrect her the first time she dies from Pegasus. Specifically
so little
Pegasus,
faith
Rachel
in
says.
me.
Yes, specifically Pegasus. It's expensive, Rachel. But I am responsible for Pegasus if Esmeralda rides on Pegasus. If Flying Pony buries Esmeralda in the volcano, that one's on me.
I have special
would it go into
relationship
the
with
The
animals.
volcano?
owl statue.
Oh, I could get the owl statue.
What?
We don't actually know that happened, do we? I don't think we know that happened.
Look at the fancy line.
Didn't Mani say
Oh, yes, she
that
did.
she
You're right.
tossed
Yeah.
it in the volcano? Yeah.
Mani tossed in the volcano.
Mani
'cause
tossed
she didn't
what in the
like owl.
volcano?
An owl statue.
Where did you find the owl statue?
Competition.
It was in a treasure, right? It was in
Treasure? Just where?
The one we
God.
In a vault. The vault. I'm pretty
was.
sure.
No, wasn't it from?
It was from the vault. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Says
it
the
was in
narrator.
vault.
Okay. I
You-
left the
you
other
let-
ones.
Your owl companion drop an ancient figurine into a dormant volcano.
I mean, I didn't let her.
I mean,
She
this was
just
after
did it.
Esme
This-
super safely tucked it into a tree by wedging it between a couple of branches. So
That is not safe. This is why you're not ready for a Pegasus, little elf. It's not time for Pegasus. Mani, with perfect obedience, then hang out with a Pegasus sometimes. If they invite you for
fast.
if they invite you for a ride,
I didn't know what she was going to do with
tie
it.
yourself to that horse
I
if they'll
thought she
allow
thought
it.
it was a present.
You don't understand what your owl wants, and you want to get on a horse with wings.
She didn't say.
She didn't have to.
She was upset. I was trying to make
jealous.
her feel better.
I'm so glad I'm essentially giving you what amount to automatic horsies. To be fair, they are also a little bit obnoxious, but they are not going to throw you or run you into branches or roll in the mud with you on them for funsies.
and they can't fly, so that's good.
That is correct. They can't, to my
That's a
knowledge,
pretty big,
I mean,
definitely two of them
safety
can't fly.
feature.
I like mud.
Why is one of them?
Definitely
an option?
Do you
which
like-
one?
You say two.
Which one maybe can?
Do you like mud when
we
you are
should play
under
Russian
a several
roulette.
thousand-pound animal
Put them in a circle.
asking
Yeah,
for a friend?
I've never actually tried that, so I don't know.
I want
you don't
to
wanna
applaud
be-
how open-minded you are, but at the same time, please consider, if one's mind is too open, your brain may fall out.
I like that quote. Somebody put in the quote. My favorite.
I'm just very worried about this Pegasus ordeal.
Okay,
I'm going to
alright,
spend
tell you
time
what.
praying that you never find a Pegasus. You three
what.
are going to go into the reaches and find your acquaintance.
Listen, I am
said-
not saying that I would find a Pegasus and immediately jump onto
That
it.
is exactly what you're saying.
No, that is
Where
not what I'm
exactly
saying.
would we not find the Pegasus? So we know exactly where to not find.
See what you're trying to do, you clever little bard, but I am not falling for that trickery. You're trying to get me to tell you exactly where you might actually find a Pegasus by telling you where to avoid.
Persuasion.
And because the DM rolled a 14 on a natural die for me, I have successfully resisted your wiles and will not tell you.
Gosh darn.
Wow.
Okay,
Y'all have so
but
little faith in
Yvonne,
me.
You did say definitely
Rachel
two
crosses
of them
her arms.
won't fly.
Stares at you.
Oh yeah, Ranmar's right. We need to readdress
With,
that.
like which one isn't definitely not going to fly, and I will use that one so Esme can't have it.
Wow. Y'all are so rude.
We're just looking out for you.
Yabandan stands up and walks to the table where the figurines are still sitting, and he looks at them. To tell you the truth, I can't honestly remember. Probably they're all the same. He picks up the one in the middle, hands it to Ranmar. It's probably just they're all the same. He hands one to Finnegan, and then carefully hands one to Esme. It's going to be a nice time. You're going to enjoy the ponies.
I was
feel
writing
insulted.
other important things, and I didn't write down exactly what these are.
Ponies, porcelain pony.
Because-
that will like actually work because they're just figurines, right?
They transform into a pony.
That
and
is
then they
correct.
have
You'll
eight
need
10
to
hours
spend-
on them, and then they go home, or
Yes.
they go back to the
Right.
shop.
Yeah, there'll be a little figurine again, a little tiny toy horsey, but you'll need to spend some time with the figurine before you'll understand how to convert it precisely, but it will work. It's quite
Oh.
simple as any magic item is.
Got it. Perfect.
Yes.
Attunement. Cool.
Yes, that's
I'm so
the one, yes.
I got you. Okay.
I will share with you a secret. if you want to be on a flying pony, it's much safer to be friends with Ashdale. She doesn't like it, but her pony can fly. You didn't hear that from me. And if you don't ever tell her, then in 2 years from now, I'll tell you how to find a Pegasus.
Deal.
There we are. Good.
Ultimate response.
You will unlock Ashdale's flying pony powers, and she'll never know it was my fault. Thank you very much. Very happy to have been a part of this.
I'm gonna go get my water.
Ashdale pony fly. Star.
You know what? I have a huge question in favor.
Well, I'm happy to help if I can.
Oh, that'd be great. Do you happen to have the sending spell at hand? Old buddy, old pal, please help me.
You need to. Yes, I can get a message somewhere. Where do you need a message
Oh
sent?
my god. Can you please just tell Ashdale I tried to send a message and it didn't work? I'll try again later. That's all I need her to know right now. Oh,
What?
God.
Brenmar, is everything all
fine.
right?
No.
We can't reach Ashdale right now
Why not?
because she is undergoing the trials.
Damn it! But I had a whole message and it's supposed to work. Okay, fine.
Oh,
All right.
well,
All right. All right.
you could, of course, bring it up with Vergadine. I'm sure he'll give you the same bit I'm about to give you, but the reality is that Ashdale needs to do this herself, and that means no outside assistance of any kind, including magical contact with outsiders relative to where she is right now.
That's not fair.
It is fair. She must prove herself and return if she's going to reclaim what she has surrendered.
This is so much
That
worse
sounds
than
like
I thought.
that sounds like old traditional bullshit. She should be able to send a text.
It is
doing her
old traditional
trials.
bullshit. That's precisely what it is, Finnegan. And because of
Sometimes
that, she has a horse that can fly and it's made of smoke and appears from nowhere. So the deal's pretty slick, if you ask me.
God damn it. All right. Okay.
I didn't get a horse that could do that. And why not? It's made of shadow stuff. Why can't I have a much larger shadowy horse?
Shadow stuff.
Wait, do you have a shadow? What, do you have a horse?
No.
Why?
You picked
Because-
the
Who can we
wrong career
talk to?
path.
If you'd like to go to the Raven Queen and petition her to get me a horse, don't do that. That's stupid. If you actually get to talk to her, please petition her for literally anything else. Many more important things than getting me a horse. My legs are large. I can outrun most horses if I need to.
But if it was a U-sized horse, think of how fast it would go.
My mother would probably eat it. Look, it's going to be fine.
I mean,
No.
not if you name it before she can get to it. They can't eat it if it has a name, right?
He
That's true.
looks at
I've
you
heard that.
levelly
You know
and
what?
quietly for a moment.
It was a silly thought. I don't have much of a filter right now. I'm going to go back to not talking. My apologies.
Do you know how my mother spends her days?
I'm scared to know.
Every several days or so, she needs to feed. She will take flight into the reaches, far to the east. There are great packs and herds of, well, some unintelligent four-legged beings and some, strictly speaking, intelligent, but very unkempt and evil two-legged beings. And she will, well, eat just about anything that's its size, frankly.
But if you asked her not to eat the one specific one, I'm just saying.
If I got to her before she got to it, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Her mouth is large enough to swallow me whole, so it's easy for her to eat quite quickly.
Yeah, that's fair.
I have maybe a silly question that like I don't actually think we can actually do.
I'm so afraid of this question right now, but please go ahead.
Okay. So you said that Nightscale has to go into the reaches every X amount of time to feed, right?
Yes.
Could she take us to the reaches?
No,
Um,
I ain't going there.
Do you remember how I just
I don't even know if it's allowed in D&D. I'm like asking half Yabondon, half DM.
I just dressed down your companion Esmeralda for wanting to ride a pony with wings.
Why did you?
And your suggestion is instead to ride the oldest existing dragon on the planet.
She's so cool and chill.
I'm not looking so crazy now, am I?
No, you still look crazy. Look, the bar has been set where it's set. And all of you are doing everything you can to race past the bar.
Some of us are really short.
Ranmar and Rachel, you're both
Really
doing
short.
really well right now.
I am not
Please
really sure.
keep doing really well right now.
Okay.
Rachel purses her
Why are we
lips
not
and is very
doing
quiet.
well?
Oh no, what was that look?
Nothing. I didn't do a damn thing.
Rachel,
Yes.
please.
What? What did I do? Nothing is the
I
answer. I
don't
did
know.
nothing. Why do you think I did
Promise.
things?
What are you thinking though? I'm scared.
Promise.
I mean, I kind of
Pinky
think.
Pinky
I think she's just
promises.
judging us.
Oh no, we can't do pinky. We can do in the air pinky promises. It'd be close enough. It would be a spirit pinky promise.
Long distance pinkies.
Like I've only ever seen one
You
Pegasus.
just close them.
One Pegasus, and like there was definitely someone who owned the Pegasus and was riding them, and the Pegasus got mad at them, took flight, and did repeated flybys and pooped and peed on their owner,
Oh, that's
their friend. And they fly way faster than they can run, and that's a lot of velocity. And the aim this thing had was shocking.
I mean, that's a lot of force and
I'm
momentum.
not saying it would
So
be fast.
that's a lot.
I'm
Yeah, have you ever gotten
impatient.
clotheslined by horse poop?
Impatient.
Nice
Listen to
yelling
yourself.
though.
Listen
We
to
need
what you're saying.
impatient.
What? I don't-
Esme, please teach Monty not to vomit in my backpack, and then maybe we can move on to daydreaming about Pegasi.
That is a reasonable goal. That is a perfectly legitimate training point. What a great milestone for a ranger to work towards as you learn the trade and the skills of the wilds. And then the time will come.
You see, the thing is that y'all like make the assumption that I've been trying to train my owl and failing. I just kind of let her be.
I mean, that method doesn't work on a Pegasus.
You're going to get pooped on.
I didn't say I was going to do the same thing with the Pegasus. Man, y'all have no faith in me whatsoever. This is mildly alarming.
Previously, this was the Be Mean to Ranmar episode. So, just wanted to...
I'm okay with this shift in focus.
Sometimes Ibandan speaks for the narrator. It is a bit of a fourth wall break. I get to do it too, Rachel says.
That's fine, because you know what? I don't need none of y'all to believe in me because I believe in myself. So, you'll be surprised someday.
I am wholeheartedly hoping that the Pegasus dream works out to the best of our ability, to the best it can.
It'd be a very valuable ally if you could make friends with a Pegasus.
would.
Or any winged, intelligent beast that would carry you places.
Like,
Finn's going back to the dragon. We are gremlins today.
I think I will prepare myself for my morning walk. If you'll excuse me. Please enjoy the ponies. And remember, you are always welcome in the home of Ibandan.
Thank you.
oh, thank you.
Ibandan will excuse himself. The four of you, once again, are alone.
Are these things going to break if I put them in the backpack?
Oh my God, Fratchy, I have the literal same exact bottle.
They seem pretty sturdy.
Yeah, like the same exact
They seem
bottle.
sturdy.
It's like under me right now. Does it have a little F on it? On the front?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
in the
my
bottle.
it's my Ron flask.
Yeah, it's like, oh my God, they're so good.
It's actually an iron flask, but the eye is so tiny it just looks like it says Ron.
I forgot to open the thing. I have a couple more of those boxes that I bought for like Sable artifacts. that are like
Oh.
padded inside, so that should
Yeah.
keep them safe.
These
Hey,
figurines seem to be made out of
ponies.
marble and are carved pretty solid. Like they don't have little spindly legs sticking off of them. They're basically carved rocks with the impressions of legs and stuff.
So if we put these in a bag, you're telling me they will not break.
You'll have to take a hammer to want to break it.
Okay,
Okay.
great.
I don't recommend you do that.
No.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
So, it time.
Sounds like it. Probably.
Off we go. I guess
Yeah.
I don't have anything else to do. I don't know if y'all do, but
Rachel shakes her head.
Nope.
I'm just impressed that we went from taking the weekend off to rolling out right now. That's great. That's very high motivation.
shoot, we did do that.
It's like when you wake up and you're like, what if I just laid here and didn't do
Mhm.
what I have to do today? Ah,
Yeah.
Okay, time to get up.
Yeah.
It was just a brief reprieve. Ah! Okay. All right. So we all have to carry these to attune to them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's like an hour, right? Attunement. It's not
I
difficult.
don't recall, honestly.
Wait, now we're what?
To attune
To attune to a magic
Yeah,
item.
I think you just gotta chill with it. Spend a short rest. Oh, a short rest specifically. So for you, it's all 20 minutes.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Do
I
we
got my
have to
part, I guess,
specifically be resting, or is it just the length of?
It's a short rest. So it's just the duration. If it doesn't count as a short rest, it wouldn't count. So yeah, you have to be in chill. But you have been chill all breakfast. So
Yeah, it does say. Sorry, it does say spend a short rest focused on the item while being in physical contact with it.
there you go.
Okay, cool. So we can do that while we finish off breakfast, and then we're good to go? Question mark.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm so upset, Spaghetti. I don't want to talk about it.
Okay.
God.
Rachel looks at you with concern, but she's quiet.
So,
Cool.
how, in order to get the horses to work, do we just like set them on the ground and go like?
I
It's
don't
pretty
know.
magical. If you
do.
just hold the horse in front of you, it's going to like just suddenly like swoop into a full-sized horse from your grip.
Hmm.
It's got a saddle. It's got reins. Mostly
it-
passes as a regular horse.
Mostly.
Is this a normal occur? Like, if somebody sees us doing this, will somebody be like, "Oh my god, how did you make that statue be a horse? That's so rare."
Yes, it's yeah.
Or-
People will be shocked that you can do this. They'll think you're wizards.
Oh, okay.
Peasants
okay.
don't understand character classes. This is a very low magic campaign, strictly speaking. And so, like most folks do not have magic to assist them. Elves do.
Okay.
Some dwarves
Yeah.
do. Human populations, spellcasters tend to be sort of cordoned off by themselves, and they charge money for their services. So it's more business centric in those places. But in a hamlet, you may have one caster, maybe.
Okay.
There we go.
Are we rolling, team?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so.
Can Monty? We forgot to ask if there's any like quick paths through to the reaches, didn't we?
You didn't ask Yvonne, but at this point, you would all know you're going to have to basically go past a little bit past Durgan's Forge, now Dordan's Forge, I guess. The drunk maker forge. Yeah, the map. Ooh.
Jordan, get it.
Yeah, give me the map.
Is the red arrow where we're headed? Or
Yeah,
the
there's a little red
diamond?
diamond over here. You see the red diamond?
Oh shoot! Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the marking on the map where there is a suspected vault. There was one right here in town. This is the one down in the Sinlay. Right. Trying
Okay.
to allow for stream lag, and then
that
in
one's-
the reaches. What's that, Remember?
Dope.
I was gonna ask the diamond in the sunlight. That's the one. That's the vault that's in the cave that's being guarded by sentinels.
You got it.
Okay. And I'm sorry. Is there the one that's under the temple that's on top of a forge that's on top of a vault? Is
That's
that
the one you're. I mean, if you're going into the reaches, that's the one that you think's out there.
Oh crap! So this could be a 2-for-1 venture. I didn't realize it was in the reaches.
You also have about 600 miles to get there. So
Yeah, that's true. Okay, all right.
and if you're going to be trying to find Raj, his niece, and anyone else that was sold by the orcs into this region, it's going to involve finding settlements, talking to people, trying to get a lay of the land and stuff.
Very true. Okay.
Okay.
Should we? Can Mani scout a little bit and kind of get us pointed in a direction?
I mean, between Mani and Esmeralda, like you'll have an easy time getting where you're going. It's just going to take time. So the party makes its way up along the ridge beyond Durgeddon's hold. You'll actually see some dwarves sort of outside doing some kind of work on the exterior walls, and they will wave to the party with some familiarity. They seem to remember you. No one named from the fortress that you know, but workers who remember the people that liberated their new home.
I'll wave to them.
This is roughly maybe 3-4 days of travel. The third day, you see the fortress. The fourth day, you're able to sort of cut your way into the mountains and start making your way south and up. Right. So around this area here.
What does south and up mean?
Well, you're climbing in altitude, but you're going south on the globe.
Okay, altitude. Right. I gotta think in 3 dimensions, not on a map. That's my bad. Okay, got it.
It's at times so steep that you will need to zigzag, and you won't be able to use the horses. The horses are very easy to control and guide, and to a casual onlooker, they're going to look like you're riding horses. But anyone specialized in horses or riding, or Esmeralda especially notices that the horses are very static and unnatural in how they behave in general. Like, they don't look around, they don't spook. Their temperature is always cool to the touch. They're not warm like a horse would be. They don't smell like horses, but they look like horses, and they ride like horses, which is speeding things up for you all. They don't need to eat.
I was literally just about to ask if they ate.
No, they do not feed.
I mean, convenient, but this is creepy.
Yeah, I would say
Yeah.
their eyes always look the same direction forward. Like they don't actually have to look to walk. So it's almost like you're riding a merry-go-round horse that moves.
Oh, that's creepy.
It just gets worse the more you explain.
You're able to sort of like suppress them back into the figurine and then open them back up, and they recharge steadily. They need a full 8 hours to charge up and be used for roughly 10 to 12 hours after that. And so sometimes you have to put them away, stow them basically in a pocket to zigzag up certain parts of this climb. Like there's only one time you're going to have to actually like pull yourselves up. And you can tell that the way they get carts up here is by dragging them by ropes and pulleys up the side of the hill. You actually see like machinery positioned here for that purpose, but you don't know when the last time it was used. As you about a day and a half to 2 days into this trek into the mountains, it's getting colder, and it feels like it's almost like near winter time would be down on sea level where you all have spent your lives. Really, it's very cold here. There's spots of snow everywhere and flurries maybe once or twice a day. Not blinding, but it is chilly, and it's visible. The trees, all coniferous. The Christmas trees, effectively, like blue spruce. Like you can't look anywhere without seeing some of them, but it's not unwalkably thick in trees ever. Maybe day 4. you come across, you can see in the distance what looks like a camp. It's just about like dawn is just starting to crest, and so there's not direct sunlight yet, so it's hard to see. But I mean, you all, the four of you, have dark vision, and so like you can make out that there are orc-like shapes lying on the ground.
I
On the
was gonna
ground?
ask, does it look like? Is it like an active camp and they're sleeping, or the remnants of a camp and they're dead?
Nothing is moving.
Oh,
Are there?
careful.
Do they
We
have a
could-
fire?
We could send Monty to scout.
There is no fire. You can see the remnants of one at this distance. There's no light though.
Hmm. Yeah, if Monty could scout, that would be awesome.
Okay, Monty will buzz over the area and come back. It only takes her just a moment. No legs.
Mm.
One big no legs.
Hmm.
Big. Not big. Big.
Was,
As Murray relays that information to the team.
was Yabandon the one that's big?
Yes.
Okay, so this
That's a
one's
good
just
catch.
big.
Mhm.
Is that what I understood?
Yeah.
Okay. Hmm. All right.
So
Well,
are we gonna go get him? Rachel says.
I feel like we should confirm they're not just sleeping, because
Yeah.
just in case. But it sounds like they're. I mean, someone would be on watch if they were alive, right?
Unless they're making us think that.
Yeah, unless they're
Unless
like,
it's
let's
an
just
ambush.
lay here and someone will come at
Yeah.
us and then
Mm.
we'll eat them.
Are orcs smart enough to do that?
Probably not.
It's just paranoia.
Don't laugh.
How many?
It's
How
incredible.
many?
The paranoia times the absolute disrespect of orcs. Jacoby is an orc, y'all. Jeez.
Yeah, but Jacoby is a special orc, and everybody knows that.
These are cheap knockoffs, mass produced.
Rough.
Copies of copies.
They also want to kill us. So like
I mean, I guess there's
Mm-hmm.
but that's not special. Lots of people want to do that, right?
Thanks.
Dude.
um
God damn it.
how can we check and see if they're dead? If
You have.
I'm gonna assume they're dead.
I mean, I can
What is it
sneak
called?
up.
Prestidigitation.
Rachel says.
What's the range on? Oh, sorry.
Oh
what did
wait,
Rachel
yeah,
say?
I do have prestidigitation.
It's been so long since we used spells.
I know. Thank you for catching it.
What did Rachel say? I'm sorry.
Sorry, I don't want to. I'm new here doing this kind of stuff with y'all. I was just suggesting that I can sneak up.
That would be lovely. I don't want to presume,
Yeah,
but you can be pretty sneaky in the shadows, right?
the surroundings suck her up, and she's gone.
Yeah, that's pretty sneaky.
That's
Great.
actually very handy.
It's the sneakiest.
Yeah, I was gonna say the absolute most sneak.
It's maybe 10 minutes later. Rachel will unsoup roughly in the same spot. They're
Okay.
super dead.
Super
Oh.
They've been dead
dead.
a long
That's the
time.
best kind of dead.
No, I don't know. I don't know how to tell that, but they're not moving because a lot of them don't have heads anymore.
Well, that's fair.
Oh.
Okay, all right. Here's a question. Right? Okay. So the speak with dead spell. It says they have to have a mouth. It doesn't have to be attached to lungs, right? You just have to have a mouth.
Yes. It's pretty flexible.
I'm just saying.
No, it's fair. I mean, some of them have parts of their heads and stuff. It's not, I'm exaggerating, but like a lot of them don't have heads.
Well, let's go
We should
check
probably
it
go
out.
loot them.
Yeah, let's
Loot them for anything they have.
Mhm.
cautiously check it out.
The party approaches. There's maybe 20, 22 orcs here, and
Oh.
2 not orcs.
What are
The 22 orcs, all of them, Ranmar, it's very obvious to you that they were killed with blunt force trauma.
Oh. Okay, and what are the things that are not orcs?
One of them is an ogre.
Uh-oh.
This one was also killed with blunt force trauma. There are burns in the locations where the blunt force contacted the ogre, but you're pretty sure that death was caused by
Blunt force.
bludgeoning. Yeah.
Booms.
Yeah, now that you're thinking about it, Ranmar, some of the orcs were killed by similar burn mark bludgeon impacts, and others by just very large, heavy hitting impacts that were not on fire. You don't know why that's important, but that is a difference you can't ignore.
Wait, so some of them were killed with an impact that was also on fire, and some of them was just straight up bludgeoning?
Right. Small flaming bludgeon thing and large regular bludgeon thing.
Okay.
Roughly 50-50,
like-
except for the ogre. The ogre is Bernie punches or whacks or clubs.
It wouldn't be like a
Bernie slaps.
ritual thing to burn, right? There wouldn't be like a reason because you said that Ramar notices the like.
This was not like a
burning.
ritual, like set them to rest burning. No, this is how they were destroyed.
Oh.
The final not orc looks familiar to you, Ramar.
Oh, God.
You remember now back in Hollice when Tiash dismounted and talked to Ashdale, two of her followers behind her. This is one of her followers.
I was afraid. As soon as I heard the word punchy, I was like, oh, no. Oh, God. Okay. Did any... Yeah, y'all... No.
I want
y'all
to,
only saw
like-
Tiash in the tavern, right? I was the only one who met these folks with Ashdale.
No, I think we all did. I think, right?
Did we meet all of them?
No, only, I mean, the party may have seen the other two, so it's fair that the party might recognize.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
But Tiash was the one that sat down and spoke with you all.
Okay. I would like to perception the area
Sure.
for things, footprints,
Yeah.
what have you.
Give me your ranger times.
Do I have to ask about traps?
Wilderness lore. It used to be called wilderness lore.
What am I? I'm
What is
sorry.
it now,
What am I
survival?
doing?
Ranger times. I don't know. Let me see. Survival or perception. You choose.
Okay. Well, they're both the same.
Both the same.
So, 21.
Nice.
There were two battles here.
That's it.
There were, well, so the two battles were, it's hard to see, right? It's hard to tell what, because a battle's crazy, right? There's a lot of orc foot traffic, some human non-orc foot traffic during this fight, and a large number of ogres as well. There's only one dead ogre. There were at least 6 more, and there's no trace of those. It looks like their tracks lead more or less in the direction you're all going to get deeper into the reaches.
Oh, crap.
Okay. I relay all of that information to the party.
You're not sure where, if they're like the human tracks are really hard to follow after that because there's just so much devastation. And I mean, there is some there's like some footprints around the downed human, which was the sort of cloth wearer. The only person who's been essentially, I don't want to say picked over, but like this individual, he no longer has his weapon or his holy symbol. He's got his chainmail, but it's pretty severely damaged. From you now that you're looking at the scene, that's where you would assume that he took a beating from an ogre club.
Okay. How bad do we want to know more about what happened here? With more
Well, would
certainty?
you be able to tell anything like outside of Ez? Like Ez perceptioned it, but would you know like why things might, I don't know how to ask what I'm asking. I just know you're more of like have like the history and like
it sounds like the orcs and ogres were not working together. That's fair to say?
Yep.
Because it sounds like maybe, from what Ez has told us, maybe the orcs and ogres were in a fight and then Tiash's group showed up. Maybe. But I can. This is a spell y'all technically don't know I have yet. I can kind of temporarily wake up the human and ask him some questions.
Ooh, makes
That
sense.
would be cool.
It's a little creepy, but I could do that.
We could
if
ask because
we
I'm
really-
curious about the artifact that's missing off of them.
Yeah.
Like why it was
So-
taken.
Artifact?
They're searching for Rizot, right?
Yes.
Are they looking for the wand too?
The elves have the wand.
Just okay, right. Okay, so they're just looking for Rizot.
Right.
Okay, caveat with this spell. Ladies, I do have a question though.
Okay, sure.
Is it gonna work more aligned to the rules or like it did before?
You don't know.
Since that was a dream. Oh shit. Okay. All right. Okay, so I will warn the group. Technically, we're supposed to get 5 questions. But if they were particularly chatty, we might get more. Question
Okay.
mark. This is pretty new to me. This is gonna be
So
great. It's gonna be great. Okay. All right. Did y'all ever watch Hellboy?
yes.
Do you remember the scene in Hellboy where Hellboy literally digs up a grave and like raises up that guy?
Yes.
That's fucking what's happening here.
Holy shit. That's so cool.
That's what's happening here.
Also,
Alright.
the artifact I mentioned, Dad, didn't you say like they had an artifact that was taken off of them?
His holy symbol.
Holy symbol.
Every
sorry.
cleric and any practitioner is going to have a holy symbol. It's essentially just like a rosary, but for Bacab or Rejas or Tempus or whoever they worship.
Gotcha. I'm not sure if like Grandma can answer it, but because I'm assuming you'd also have one. But like I guess my only question would be curious why that was taken, like why their symbol was like
So-
taken.
Strictly speaking, they're not supposed to be able to know anything that happened after death. Strictly speaking. Whether or not that changes, I
Okay.
don't know.
The
Strictly
narrator
speaking-
will remind the party and the viewers at home that these specific clerics serve the goddess of death herself. So the rules might not be as you expect.
Oh, that's a
Also-
good point.
Bacab is dating the goddess of death, and so his clerics also get little freebies sometimes because
There
there's an
might be a little bit of
arrangement
rule
there.
bending.
Yeah. The rules
Okay.
are much more strict for all the other gods in terms of this stuff because of the domains and the relationships.
Sweet.
Well, then I
Okay.
think we're gonna ask some questions.
Okay. All right. Let's not plan on more than 5, but if we get them, great. All right.
Right.
So I'll kind of.
The body
there
wasn't
any-
just hit and flung, like his legs and hands. His hands are arrayed on his solar plexus, one on top of the other, as though someone, like his eyes are closed,
So-
someone set him this way after whatever happened.
So probably the rest
Oh.
of Tiash's group made the. It sounds like maybe the ogres were forced to run away or retreat, and
Esmeralda's
they
not
kind
100%
of-
sure who routed who, but yes,
Mm-hmm.
like people left this fight in a hurry.
okay, but it sounds like
Be right back.
the religious party was the last one here. If they took the time
yeah.
to like
to set 'em
arrange
back up.
the fallen comrade.
That's a reasonable assumption.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do we want to take a bio before you ask some incredibly critical questions?
We
Yes,
can. I gotta feed
please.
the cat.
Anyone need to feed
I-
cats or get something to drink, some water?
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
gotta
go
feed the cat.
refill my water and. Oh!
Did you hit your leg?
I didn't do anything, chat.
Okay.
I'm just chilling right here. I just popped my water open. That's
I hope you're okay.
I kicked the shit out of my computer chair with the
Oh,
back of my
God.
heel.
Oh,
Oh.
no.
It hurts
oh
so much.
no.
What a perfect
Yeah,
time for
Evil.
BRB.
No.
Evil.
Myanmar. I'm so sorry. Hi everybody. It's me. It's your dungeon master Thady. Since it's just us now. It's just us. I want to share with you that a new channel point challenge is going to debut tomorrow. So if you still have points to spend, you can spend them on a new thing, which is just going to be purely cool and fun. It's not going to be stressful for anybody. That's honest. Scout's honor. If you're hanging out in chat, I'll read it to you right now. You want me to read you the name? It's called Mani Esmere Telepathic Bond. I wonder what that could do. What do you think? You think that maybe Mani's time with Trillia and the Quellen and that mystic enchanted forest had some lasting impact on our favorite owl? I don't know. You'll decide. I too am excited for that. Spider, there is some stress. I am a bit confused about it as well. I honestly don't know where it came from or what could have caused it. There was a lot of behind the scenes concern about a text message that was going to be sent, which was sent today, and it got lost in shipping. The tower dropped it. The service in Hollice is not good. It's not good. It's because they're all using U.S. Cellular. Hollice uses U.S. Cellular.
Oh.
They're a really bad cell phone company.
Oh.
Yeah. It's really bad service. You can't be sure a message you send is going to make it. You send a text, they don't respond, you're like, what the fuck? But
Oh, so that's what happened.
the tower just drops it sometimes, yeah. Really is a shame. The one time Rainmar lets Ash tell how they feel it fails. I rolled the die. I honestly did. In retrospect, maybe I should have let it get through, but what can you do? Yeah, it could be a real hootenanny. A real shindig.
A hoot? Like an owl hoot?
Oh.
Like a Monty hoot?
We were talking about Monty while you were gone.
I love Monty.
Oh, I better, I don't know what this says right there. I better close this. I don't know what that's all about.
Oh, I forgot I could do channel point things.
There's no channel point things right now because they completed them all.
Oh.
Look at, they completed it. A kerfuffle. Look at that. Rachel helps Ashdale. It's ended. Does anyone in chat recognize what the image is for the Rachel helps Ashdale event? Because if you recognize that, then you've played Magic at least as long as I have. Does anyone recognize the image from her successfully reclaiming her armor? That's a little tiny. It's hard to tell, but you might recognize that if you've been following the channel for a while.
Hi.
Hello.
I come back to the worst message I've ever seen in chat.
What is it?
Donato.
Donato, is this what Donato enjoys?
Donato,
Yes.
that hurts me on the inside.
It sure does.
We were talking about how Hollice uses U.S. Cellular, and they're just a really bad provider. Like, you send that message, you're not sure, you don't know if it's going to make it. We don't know.
I'm real sad. I do. Okay, you don't have to tell me.
Sure.
No, I don't even want to ask. I don't want to know. I don't want to. Nope. Mm-mm.
You're not going to
Change my
ask
mind.
whether or not the message purely failed or was blocked, or if she heard it and ignored it, or chose not to respond.
I don't want to
Are
know.
those the, yeah, I mean,
I'd rather suffer not knowing than suffering for sure.
there's kind of a lot there to wonder about. It's just like, really, just best to leave it. Just you know, just give it time.
Worst morning ever. Hey, Bean. Oh, you're so little. You never come say hello.
A message
Good.
in a bottle is, in fact, a more sure bet. That's fair. I don't know how you'd get a message in a bottle to the plane of shadow, but it's worth looking into. given
If
that you
I
are
throw
cellular.
it really, really hard.
Sounds like a Yabondon thing to do right after he throws Finnegan into the waste.
Finn's gonna be a fastball special.
Yeah. It's our
Javelin
little special
fin.
move. It's our special move.
You return from the break, and you are about to cast a spell, if I'm not mistaken.
All right, bye, chat. Yeah.
Oh, for
I'm
watching.
gonna-
I'm still
I
here.
thought we could open it up while we were on a BRB real quick.
I get it.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast Speak with Dead
Okay.
on you said they're a cleric? as
That's how they're
well?
dressed, and they were with Tiash, yeah.
Okay. Well, I would just want to the human here.
Okay, you cast the spell. Servant of Bakab, the body says. His eyes open, but they're just whites. There are no more pupils.
We can all see this.
Yep.
Okay.
Mouth is moving when
Yeah.
it speaks. That's not what Thorgrim did. Thorgrim just like whispered calmly with his eyes closed.
Okay, well, this is much more jarring somehow. Okay.
I
Okay,
was told
what?
to
Right, okay,
expect
so-
you.
Huh?
He said, I was told to expect you.
Oh,
Bio.
sorry, we're a little late.
Did you ask that question out loud?
No.
Okay.
Oh,
No, I wanna know. I'll ask it.
I don't want to waste. I don't know. I don't want to waste questions. I don't want to ask
Oh,
them.
do we have
If you want to ask them, you can ask them.
we can't so wait, real quick. So sorry. I'm so sorry. We're in the middle of a spell. But there's like at least 5 questions, right?
Yeah.
That we can
Yeah.
ask. What if we all take one and then the other 2 are just up for whatever? It's like even if you think your question's silly, I feel like it wouldn't be.
I mean, careful with that logic. What'd you have
Okay,
for
well, no,
breakfast?
No, okay, don't.
all right.
I'm silly, but I'm
Poor-
not
had
that
one-
Poor
while I was
Rachel
in-
just like points 1, 2, 3, and then points at
No,
herself.
no,
and
Rachel, sorry. You have Rachel now.
She nods for a minute. And,
I'm Rachel.
no, I know.
We need like little things so I remember that our party is more than like the people that are currently sitting in front of me.
I know it's hard to remember. Like, there's
Oh, yeah.
also another
Yeah.
person here.
And a bird, but I assume Monty doesn't get a question.
No.
Monty does not get a question.
Monty would ask
Monty
the
will
most
ask, "Why
profound
mouse?"
question, but
Mhm. Where, mouse? The body just like points.
No.
Bonnie knows where to find mice. She's a smart bean.
Being resourceful. Sorry, go ahead.
I had a really good question while I was in the bathroom. I know I forgot it. Okay. Were these orcs and ogres connected to your search for Rizat, or just a random encounter?
Engage the orcs to pass through. Ogres ambushed. 3-way brawl.
Oh. That's a tough one.
Yes.
My condolences. Okay.
It's better now.
I can respect that. Finn, Esme, Rachel.
I really liked the question as had. I'll ask it if so, but what was it? Who sent them?
No,
Or-
who told them to expect us?
Oh, who told them to expect us?
The Raven
Yeah,
Queen.
I like that one.
The Raven Queen.
Okay.
Is
Now
Do you have
now
one?
I don't have a question.
I'm so sorry. I was
Um,
I don't know what else to
No. It's totally okay. I got really nervous when he was like, "Did you ask?" I was like, "Oh no." That is my
Okay.
knee-jerk reaction to the DM clarifying a thing.
to be. That's fair.
Can Esme, I don't remember. Can you tell what direction the rest of the humans went off?
No, there was too much carnage or
Okay,
other
all right.
footsteps covering.
You can
Then
tell
I
which way the
will-
ogres went. The humans, you're not sure.
Okay. Then I will ask our friend here, which way were you headed?
South. Deeper into the reaches.
Okay.
You were going to your ruled, Rachel bursts in. Why are you here? Razat. We were tricked. Razat is here. Not your ruled.
Oh. That's right. You rolled up at the north of the map, and that's where they said they were headed.
Way up there.
They were going. Why were they going to your ult again? Were they following
They're
somebody?
trying to find the
or-
necromancer that whooped the tar out of Esmeralda in the first episode.
Wow. Wow.
What?
Nope.
Is
I'm
that
touching that
not
one.
what happened?
No, I just missed.
Wait.
He didn't miss. And you were reducing your hit points by reducing your armor class. You had like way less hit points than you should have. Like
Oh,
you were,
I forgot about that.
You were nearly dead for no reason. Very exciting.
Oh,
Very
no.
exciting.
Okay.
Minor details. Anyway,
My lack
Okay,
of
so-
know-how
now you
is
know who
apparently exciting.
Razat is. He was yeah,
Okay,
he was
so
supposed to take one crossbow bolt and go down.
So I guess when we talked to
So rude.
Tiash's group, I had thought they're heading north, and we are technically north of Hollis right now.
Correct. You are
So
you're,
maybe
you're
that's what I was
north
getting
and
at.
hard east.
Yeah,
And they were
more
going to go
east than
way, way north, like thousands of miles north.
Okay. So this
Oh.
is a bigger change than I thought from their plan.
Yes.
Okay. Do you know how close you were getting to Razat?
No. We seek the Snow Witch. She will know.
How can we find the Snow Witch?
The village, Gina Fortuna. Due east.
Wait.
I'm doing my best.
I
Okay.
cannot read that name. I trust you.
Gina.
Gina,
like
Gina
Jean.
Fortuna.
Jeans. Drop the S, put an A. Okay. Just gonna get you to the
I spelled
pronunciation.
it with a Z.
Close enough. And fortune with an A at the end. Gina Fortuna. There you go. I
Okay,
got you.
so they were, I'm sorry. So they were the Snow Witch. She will know where to find Razat.
Yeah.
And the Snow Witch is in Gina Fortuna.
Yes.
At least that was
That's what the body said.
That's what I got.
okay.
Not the
all right.
body. This poor bastard.
What?
The body. I keep calling him the body.
I mean, you're
Oh.
not wrong.
He's got a name.
I mean,
It is also a body.
Yep, there's his name. Okay.
look, we were trying to capitalize on the questions
You're
that
doing
we
great.
promised.
You're doing great. You get one more if I'm not mistaken.
So wait, just a full circle of what we've asked so far is, or what we've gotten so far, is that they were not meaning to have this happen, but they ran into orcs, and that was ambushed by ogres. And also that their plan changed to have what about the plan changing? I think I missed something with the plan
The
changing.
plan was to go to Yrult to find this Razat
Yeah.
Joker. Apparently, Razat was not going to Yrult. They were tricked somehow, and they were able to figure that out and then make their way this way.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we know who tricked them? Would that mean we have to know who gave the orders to switch it?
I mean, Razat themselves could have
Oh,
tricked them, right?
It's hard to know who he's working for and if he's working for anybody. How to get
Yeah.
free from the elves? That's a big question.
Esme, could you tell how long ago this happened, or should I ask that? Just so we know how much of a head start the rest
Yeah.
of the group has.
It was a shock to you that Razat had escaped at all.
Okay.
Escaping lockdown in the Sinlay is no small task. You think your sister could do it.
oh,
She may be the only one. And it wasn't the place they'd lock your sister up, right? They would lock, if they really wanted to keep your sister, they'd lock her where they locked Razat, which is where the spies locked their enemies, like enemy number one. The only thing worse would be a literal gem prison. Give me a
So-
wisdom check, Esme.
I was going to say, would it be safe to assume that somebody
Guidance?
Insight. Let's see, insight. Go ahead.
assisted?
Can I guidance? Pretty please, it's been so long.
You can
Please.
guidance.
Thank you.
Insight.
Yeah. And you get a D4 in addition to everything else.
All right, so that's a 16 without the 4.
D4 is little triangle times.
I just gotta get.
Oh, it's stuck on the cushies?
Yeah, because it's very tiny.
It's true.
1. So, wait, 17, 18.
There's no way he could have done that unless he had help on the inside.
Okay, I relay that information.
Okay. But how long ago were these folks made no longer breathing?
Oh, when were they murdered?
Sorry,
Yeah.
yes.
Maybe 2 days. Esme would guess 2 days. Between the two of you, Esme and Ranmar, between tracking and autopsy times, without, basically just checking them over.
Okay.
It's cold here, and so they're not gentle reposed, but it's a slower
Okay.
decay because it's so
They're
fucking
in a
cold.
refrigerator.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like somewhere between 28 and 35.
Whoosh.
that's cold.
I mean, you're all kind of used to it because you live in this region, so you've got, no doubt, you get your cloaks and furs out and stuff and long sleeves, but gloves. But yeah,
Remar's got a really cool looking beard to keep them warm now too.
yeah, I would think so. Beer's coming
They're
fast for
rocking
dwarves.
this new look.
It's the
Okay.
I don't give a fuck. It's been hard look. I do it. I do it once a year. Like me, babies.
It's been a long week. I can't be asked.
It's true.
Okay. So there's a very decent chance we can catch up to the rest of this group. If we've got the mannequin horses, for lack of a
Yeah.
better term, and there are no. Am I wrong?
The horsikins.
You're not wrong.
No, I like
Never heard them called that before.
again.
Horsikins.
Um,
Ponykins.
And there aren't any signs of their group having horses, and we've caught up. We're 2 days behind them, whereas they had
They had horses. but
over
you didn't see evidence of
over
the
a
horses.
week of head start.
Yeah.
They might have ditched them as they got to the mountains, right? Because we're able to just boop, put them back as little dolls.
Yeah.
And a whole ass horse is like, I'm not climbing that cliff.
Yeah.
So, okay. So we might could catch up to them.
Sick.
Sick.
Should we ask if there's any, I'm assuming we already know where they're going. I'm assuming they're staying on
were-
their path, or should we use our last question to be like, Can we catch up? How do we catch up?
So it
Where are
sounds
they
like
going?
they were looking for the Snow Witch in Gina Fortuna.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gina. So which is to the south. We asked they were moving to the south.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else to ask. Admittedly,
We can ask if there's anything we can do for them.
that's true. Yeah,
We could.
could ask if there are any messages they would like delivered as well.
Yeah, I like that one.
Kind of sad I didn't prepare my freaking spell now. Forget what it's called. It doesn't matter. I don't have it. But we could ask that if no one else has any that they need to ask. That would be
None.
a good one, I think.
That's my
That's the one.
that's my question then. If we don't have anything else.
Okay. I'm good with it.
Dope.
So you've asked, is there anything we can do for you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find Razat. Bury Razat. Find who freed Razat. Bring them to justice.
Okay. It will be done. God.
The body grabs Ranmar's arm with a surprising amount of
Oh
strength.
no.
And the head turns to you, and a different voice comes from it.
Oh, I don't
Oh.
like this.
It sounds
no.
it sounds ancient
No, oh, no.
and femme. And it
My
says,
shit's about to get rocked.
"Be patient, young cleric of Bakab. The answers you seek will come in small steps. But the biggest answers of all will come in the Valley of Kings. To find the Valley of Kings, you must complete every other step. The Temple of Tempus is the next one.
Okay.
The hand suddenly like wrenches free from you and then gently returns to where it had been put. The head turns back and the eyes close.
Okay.
Well, what was that? Rachel said. Did your spell do that?
That is time number 2 of me using that spell, and neither time I've used it have been anything like each other. That didn't feel like me though. I don't think that was me. I don't think I did that.
Rachel pokes the body.
Maybe your spell allowed for that like channel to be opened.
How ancient did that feel? Oh, great and wondrous DM.
Give me an insight check there,
Who's
Ranmar.
been so mean to me lately.
Can I-
Oh, wow.
Can I
That's,
inspire
you want
you?
to play that? Is that where you want to play that card?
No.
That's a good card to save when shit's actually hitting the fan and
Is
someone's
that
dying.
card going to
No, I
matter?
don't want
That's-
to play that
DM?
card.
Okay.
Did you say insight? I'm so sorry.
Yes, insight.
Insight. Okay.
Yeah.
Can I not bardic inspire? I forget how my bardic inspiration actually works. Did we say that I can't use it reactionary or like?
Yeah, I mean, it depends on how I'm feeling. In this case, yeah, why not? I mean, I think so. In general, Ranmar's guidance in my mind is not. It is magical, but it's really Ranmar saying smart, encouraging things like a teacher would. And that's what gives them that tiny burst of confidence. I see the same is true for you. You're not literally singing at someone. Like, it's hard to be inspirational in a fight, but you have resources to make that happen. But in a situation like this, where you're just kind of chilling around a dead body talking, yes, you can freely grant inspiration.
Okay. So fights are more having.
There's more
Fights are a
rigid
little
rules
bit-
about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
It has to be a bonus action in a fight.
Yeah.
Right.
Like, if you're paying attention, you're all invested in the exact same sequence.
Gotcha.
It's fine.
Okay. Are you giving me Bardic?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
all right.
D8.
Oh, God. Okay. Not a 1, for the love of God. Hey, that's not a 1. It's not great.
Oop.
I'm just going to go ahead and Bardic this. Okay. All right. Not my best. 16 total.
On top of guidance.
I got a 6 on the 20, a 1 for guidance, a 2 for Bardic.
Damn.
Oh.
It wasn't my best, but what did I say? 16. Let's 6, 7, 8, 9 plus 7, so 16 total.
It's really hard. Whoa.
Wait!
Whoa.
I have DM.
Oh. Okay.
Hey! Thank you. That turns it into a 22.
There we go. Look at that.
Ooh.
Damn inspiration for the win. Now everyone in chat who says I don't do stuff for Ranmar. Look what I did for Ranmar.
Yeah, this is really nice.
Oh God, I'm gonna erase my DM inspiration. It was worth it.
Let's go. If I'm not mistaken, Finnegan still has one.
Yes.
Yes.
Older than Vergadine for sure.
What does that mean?
How old is
Older than a
Riverdown?
god?
Is Inu / Ranmar way off base for thinking that? No, I don't even want to ask. I'm scared. Nope. Nope.
Ask
I'm not
questions.
gonna
If you're narrator, I'm just the narrator.
Do you also think it's the goddess of death?
ask. That's kind of what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
What hubris? What gallivanting hubris? Says the narrator.
But am I right?
I mean, it's hard to say. No one knows. She doesn't speak to people.
Okay.
But she didn't. The body did.
It's fitting in with technicalities.
He's not wrong.
I mean,
He's-
it was a cleric of Ouijas. And something else wiggled in there. Okay, all right. So I didn't write the whole thing. I'm sorry. It was I got the Valley of King holds the biggest. Was it a secret? What was it? I'm sorry.
the biggest answer.
Answer.
Yeah, the biggest answer is coming.
But I have to get everything else first.
Complete every other step. Tempest of Tempus is the next one.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, that's
Thank
at
you.
least what I got on the back end. I missed more of the front, but
I'm definitely going to be listening back to this like 50 times and be like, okay, I see what I should have asked here. Hindsight's 2020. Okay. All right. Okay. Well, that was weird.
Yeah, says Rachel.
Okay, great. What, y'all don't just randomly, talk to folks who've been dead for like 2 days? It's not normal.
No, because they're dead. Rachel says.
Yeah.
Seem to be pretty quiet when they're dead.
You said this person like returned to the pose that they were in before I ever messed with them, right? Okay.
that's good. That's good.
Okay. I was going to put them back, but I don't have the spell that I wish I had right now, but that's okay. Okay. All right.
So we're going forward to the Tempest of Tempest.
It was the Temple of Tempus, right?
Temple of Tempest.
Tempus. Tempus is the god of war, fighting and bravery, not running away. The god of not running away, basically.
But we've also got Raj and his niece and
Oh,
possibly
shoot.
more people. And
What-
Razat. And now this temple.
Is Razat not with? Is the Razat and the temple thing not the same thing?
These are all different things. Razat's a necromancer. He needs to be stopped. He wants to make zombies hurt people. One thing. Raj and his niece were sold into slavery.
Yeah.
Another thing.
Yeah.
There's an ancient temple here that no one can survive getting to, and there's apparently this temple is sitting on top of an ancient dwarf fortress that no one knows why it's there, and Ramar thinks there is a vault underneath the fortress. It's a triple whammy, and that is its own thing. Razat is hopefully not there with like Raj hanging over a pit. That'd be ridiculous.
Don't you dare.
God.
For some reason, I thought Razat was going to the temple for some reason.
I mean,
Question mark.
you don't know. No one knows what Razat's doing here.
Okay, so we don't know much about the temple or Razat, so maybe we do Raj and then the stuff.
That's the one that has like the active timeline like taken away. So
Yeah. Yes. Onward to Raj. Yeah.
Oh, we had to go see this.
Wait a minute.
Yes, says the narrator.
I haven't auguried.
Oh,
Ooh, that's a better idea.
Are you disappointed in me?
no, not at all. On the contrary. Disappointed in myself. I give you too many friends. Ferdinand will certainly help.
This friend was built in. You didn't give me.
Fair enough.
this one.
As you stand up to prepare your augury, the body of the cleric blows away, breaking apart like dust on an unseen breeze.
Oh.
And it's just gone.
why?
Rest well, dude. Sorry.
Aw.
Because the servants of the Raven Queen have a different arrangement.
Oh, dear. Oh, okay.
Wait, what happened?
I'm scared.
The body
you
blew
said
away like dust.
Yeah.
So the
They said the servants of the Raven Queen have a different arrangement.
it's also the way that Thorcum went away in the dream. But I digress.
It is. I thought that, but I was scared. My brain is shot. I'm sorry. Okay. All right, y'all. If I augury, I have to ask to follow the rules. We may fudge it. Who knows? To follow the rules, I have to ask in a way that would be like this course of action is good or bad or neither or both. So I can't be like, which way should we go?
You could
Okay.
ask if going after Raj is the best course of action. Going after Raj first.
I was gonna
Okay.
say put it to a time frame. Put it to a like ASAP.
Okay. All right. I will. Let me double check. I think it's been so long. I think augury is a ritual. I'm trying not to smack
Yeah,
my
for sure.
microphone. It is a ritual. Okay. So give me 10 minutes and then I will ask, or I'll say, like, we plan to seek Raj first.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Raymar.
Hi.
What's up? Oh,
We have so many options right now, Vergadine.
yeah, I know, I get it. That is the way of the hero, right? You've got a lot of... Oh, I'm so sorry. Hey, hang on.
Vergadine just materializes with all of you.
Just easier if I could just talk at the group, right? Is that all right? I mean, I get that you three...
And he points at Rachel, Finnegan, and Esmeralda.
You're not necessarily practicing folks, but I mean, I don't know who each of your deities are, except the elf here. She has a different arrangement, obviously. But you know what? We're all on the same team here. We want the same stuff, generally speaking. For instance, I don't want you four to die.
We would
Solid.
like that as
We
well.
also, yep.
Yes.
Okay, see? So we're already step for step there. That's great.
We're on the same page.
You're going to want to go to that village.
Okay.
The snow village? What was it?
Gina Fortuna.
Every village here
Snow
is
Witch.
snowy because it's cold up here, Finnegan.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But
Sorry, I
only
meant the
one
Snow
has
Queen.
The Snow Witch.
Yeah, or the
Yeah.
Snow Witch. Yeah.
The Snow Witch. Oh, sure. Yep.
Is she known by something else?
Huh? Yes.
Oh.
Oh, what?
Could you tell us what?
No.
Oh, okay. You know
You
what?
cast augury, Ranmar. I'm already kind of
I
pushing the
did.
line here.
I know, but you know what? Sometimes I open my mouth before I consider, and I
You're doing
don't
fine.
quite know where that line is.
My role here is to gently nudge you, Ranmar, and your compatriots in the right direction. But there's really multiple right directions here. If you want to save that Raj individual, you're already kind of on the way to doing that. You're gonna find them as long as you don't leave the reaches before you reach the temple. Yes, Temple of Tempus. They could have called it something else. Tower of Tempus. It is literally a tower. I don't know why they just wanted to call it Temple. And Tempus doesn't really care about the way things are named, because Tempus just likes to punch. You know, like a very
I can
punchy
respect that.
kind of a
Yeah.
guy. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, we got to have someone like that because there are people who fight. You all fight.
We do.
We do.
Oh my God, poor him. You are both cute and scaring the heck out of me right now.
Doing barrel rolls.
Half of her body was fully backwards and off for a minute.
It's sleeping?
Did I answer your question? I feel like I don't want to railroad you. You literally could have gone to other locations and just let Raj die. Right?
don't wanna
One
do
individual.
that.
If you deem something was more important, you have the ability to make that determination.
I sure don't want to make that determination. You are so helpful, but I would like to not disregard someone to death if I don't have to.
Your compassion is probably why you got this role.
I was gonna say bite me in the ass. Okay.
Wait, me?
I thought you were gonna say that my compassion is gonna bite me in the ass.
Huh? No. What? What do you
Look,
take me for? Come on.
It's been. Okay, I'm a little frazzled and I do apologize. I'm a little sassy.
It's fine,
I'm
but
sorry.
have you taken any time to, like, I don't know, talk about your feelings?
That's what I'm saying, Rachel says. It's just good to sit down sometimes and, like, just let it out. Just let it out, Ranmar.
Maybe after the augury spell is done. I mean, it's not that I don't want to hear your feelings, Ranmar.
Wow.
I just have... An augury spell is only supposed to take, like, 30 seconds, and I have a lot of...
You have places to be, things
Yeah.
to do. I get it. Yeah.
No, I don't... It's not... I don't want to be
We like being
dismissive.
here
I'm
for
not
our
really...
friends, though.
Wait,
No.
what did you...
I get it. I get it, Virgadine. I get it.
Aw.
There
Friendship.
is, like, a goddess of compassion, you know, and love, and, like, Sune. She's really quite cuddly and very friendly, and please don't leave our religion for Sune. We need you, Ranmar. And I worry that if you convert right now, and it's a little bit weird, but you're kind of like a fulcrum. Not just you alone, like the whole,
Like,
the
that is-
five of
don't
you
put
really.
that on me.
No, the five of you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, right, yeah. The 5 of you are the fulcrum. What?
Again, I
No.
just do this. We're back at the beginning.
What's wrong?
It's fine.
Okay, all right. Look, I'm certainly not planning on converting somewhere else.
I'm so
I
glad.
just need to process for a little bit, okay?
I mean, where was I? I'm so
I
confused.
don't know.
Yeah. There's just a lot to think about, a lot to worry about. You know?
Okay, look, I know this is an augury spell and you should be gone.
Oh, right,
You don't
yeah.
have to answer. Please, can I at least ask before you leave?
You're going to ask a question.
Uh-huh. Is Ashdale not dead? That's all I need to know. Just tell me if she's okay. The longer
She
you take, the worse this
is-
is.
Strictly speaking, not dead. She is not dead.
Okay. Thank you.
She's
That's
not
great.
not okay in any way. There's no way to say she's okay. That would be lying. But she is.
Talking. Stop talking.
There's a reason I
Stop
asked it the way I
talking.
asked, and then you looked at me, and then you let me carry on without. Ah!
I feel like I'm just not great at the touchy-feely part of this job.
Just,
I'm doing my best.
You might just want to
can work on it
quit
together
while you're
later.
ahead.
Am I ahead right now? It does not feel like I'm
I
ahead.
don't
Probably
feel like
not,
I'm
but that
ahead
might
either.
be.
You won't get any more ahead if it continues. I don't believe so. You're
Oh.
ahead as ahead as you can be right now, and that's great, and you're great. But
The other
dug the hole.
planetars
You
are going
dug
to
the
give me
hole.
so
You don't
much
need
shit
to
for this.
bury yourself in it.
Yeah.
Look,
don't let them give
I-
you shit. Why are they giving you shit?
You know, the planetars, like the celestials in the nature pantheon, if they need help, like they really need help, they get a helper from either their own pantheon or Sune, the goddess of compassion. Because the god of nature and the god of compassion have a much more understandable relationship for common folk. Like it just kind of makes sense to people. Animals are cute. Nature, you get it, right?
Yeah.
And so they just have a real nice thing going on there. If I want to help, I get someone real creepy. They don't talk. They kind of float around. They're real awesome in a fight, which is usually what I would need help for if I was in trouble, right? You call like an astral diva of the Red Lady, the Ouijas, and they'll light the place up. But I wouldn't mind having a Sune Celestial right now. It'd be really helpful.
Can you? I'm so sorry. This is gonna sound so silly. I know you're not my deity either, but can you?
I
Like,
can be.
ask to-
I mean, I can't be, but Bokab would love to have you.
Can
We're
you
not-
ask to like be on their team? Like,
Huh?
I'm just like, can you ask to be on Sune's? Like, if y'all can like work.
Oh,
Can
no,
you
I can't do
ask?
that. No, I literally exist as a part of Bokab in some way. Like I am a facet of this aspect of reality, much like Rachel, which is why the only way to help her is to use some
Oh.
broke-ass magic, which I'm excited to see happen.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be really cool when you figured that one out, Ramar. Everyone's excited for that. Like, they're all, like, watching with great intent now.
I have ideas.
I know,
working on
I'm
it.
excited to see them play out.
Yeah.
All right, great. So are we square here? Is everything copacetic in a we're not entirely happy, but we know the path and things are going to be okay kind of way?
Things will be okay.
Things will be okay. There we go.
We know
Yeah,
where
what
to go.
I'm so glad we had this talk. I feel like we're closer. Is that?
That's fair.
Yeah.
That's fair to
Oh,
say.
great.
Yeah.
Cool. Man, I thought I was going to get reamed out in my next review. Like, I don't want to think about that right now. All right. Anyway, I got.
Review's gonna go great.
Probably not. I want to get my stuff done, and then I got to check in on a certain paladin in retraining, and you all do your stuff.
And with that, Vergenheim vanishes.
Thanks for letting us be part. That's so very, he's so nice to chat to sometimes. I know we don't get it much, but
It sounds like he's gonna show up more often, though.
that's pretty
Can he like fight with us? Will he like walk around with us and hit people? Because like I know he just said he's not a fighty type, but Rachel, this is Rachel. A planetar is still great at hitting things in a way that we're not going to be. So maybe
Just
That's a good
by a
point.
numbers game, you're absolutely right.
that's what I'm saying.
They just smash. It's great. I don't know. We'll work on that.
Is he on the same probability as it will be to get Nightscale to also fight with us?
She's not going to help us. She's a dragon, Finnegan.
I know.
Finn's like, I need the dragon.
Finn needs his dragon fix.
So,
She won't. I have other. It's fine.
Oh,
ladies, I do have a question.
yes.
Do you remember that spell that I said that the book said that I could have? And you were like, what the heck? That's great.
No, but if I said that's great, let's go. What is it? What's happening?
It's not something I can have for a long time, but I can get summon Celestial.
Oh, yeah.
Would it summon him, maybe?
I mean, the
He's
last
really
time
cool.
you cast some spell that did some piddly amount of damage, and I tried to give you a literal fucking lantern archon, you corrected me and did piddly damage. And then Shorty, the goddamn Rafflestomp angel, wasn't able to do his stuff. He just did your piddly spell damage. So you tell me how you want your spell to work if you're not going to let me break the game on your behalf.
What do you mean let you break it on my behalf? You wanted him to just attack like one person.
Yeah, like he gets like 6 attacks. He's a lantern archon.
I didn't know what that was.
Fair enough.
And I don't know what you were talking about.
Now you
But it's supposed to hurt a bunch of people. Why would I
I'll give him
want to
Morrowind
not
next
hurt a
time.
bunch of people?
That's fair. Give him Morrowind next time.
I'm confused what you wanted me
I
to
was
do.
trying
Okay,
to help.
but
It's okay.
I didn't know you were doing that. I thought you were like, haha, you only hurt one person.
The answer
I
is
was like, negative.
you will get a celestial, and well, how powerful it is will depend on what you're doing, and how much they like you.
That's fair. Okay. All
Also,
right.
as Vergadine said, he doesn't like doing the fighty time, so you might end up literally summoning a like an astral diva of Bacab of Ouijas or something.
Okay. That's fair. All right.
Unless you want to talk to them like you want to do research, then you're getting a Bacab celestial.
Ooh. All right. Good to know. Sweet. All right.
Good talk.
Solid.
Poor Vergadine. Feel bad for him.
No, I was not expecting that to turn into therapy for Vergadine. He's doing great. All right.
He got dressed down by the rest of the party there, Ranmar, for putting his foot in his mouth. You know, like, so he's doing his best. Anyway, I digress.
appreciate him.
Does the party feel informed now? Asked the narrator.
That we should go to the village to find the Snow Witch first, sounds like. That's the more widespread urgency. And then as long as we find Raj before we go to the Temple of Tempus. That was what I understood.
Yes.
Okay, cool.
I'm nodding, but you can't hear my
Yeah.
brains rattle. Yes. Okay. So
Onward.
the party proceeds southward a bit and then breaks east as was directed by the corpse. And it's maybe another 2.5 days of travel. and you will reach a very small hamlet, maybe in the order of like 30 buildings. All pretty quaintly nestled. Each one's got smoke coming out of one or two chimney stacks. Some activity outside. Some folks watching you approach. Some kid sees you approaching and then runs deeper into the village. Now unseen.
Oh, are we scary?
I mean, we just walked out of the mountains.
I mean, there's not a lot of people come here. It looks like there's no roads leading here. It's just some mountain hamlet in the snow.
I'm gonna give guidance to Finn and drop towards the back of the group.
I was about to say, do y'all want me to step towards the front
You
of the
got
group
this.
and talk?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Look, I mean, like you're the most unassuming of all of us. You look
That's-
so friendly.
That's I'm very tiny and
You're
very
so
weak.
smooth.
He is we.
I'm tiny.
A blonde, curly-haired, and stern-looking femme dwarf, maybe in her 80s or 90s, so for like 50s for a human being, will essentially emerge from the houses in your direction. She's using a two-handed hammer, pole arm effectively for her, as a walking stick. She's walking through like the snow. At this point, the snow's maybe 2 or 3 inches thick, so it's not annoying, but it is a presence you can no longer pretend it's not a thing. It is snow. There is snow everywhere. Can I help you, outsiders? The dwarf asks.
Are we passing through? I forget like what we're actually
Well,
doing
we're
here.
looking for a group of Raven Queen followers or the Snow Witch. Right.
Those are two very different things.
Oh shit, I was talking out loud. Yes, they are very different, but both hopefully noticeable.
Yes. One of the clerics has remained here and is awaiting his friend's return. She proceeded into the reaches to continue her quest. And
Waiting for her friend's return.
yes, he is not able to. He's very injured. He's not able to proceed. So he's still here.
Got it. Can we talk to him?
Yeah, I was gonna say, can we talk or help him?
The dwarf will nod. I'm Bailey. I'm what amounts to the mayor of Gina.
Oh.
Right. We didn't even introduce
Hi.
ourselves.
No,
Yeah.
I'm Ranmar.
I didn't introduce myself either. We don't get a lot of visitors. It's been a pretty busy couple of days for us in that way. Franmar, well met, fellow dwarf.
Esmeralda.
I'm Finnegan.
Rachel, are you adventurers? Obviously,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yes.
You wish to see the witch, or you wish to see your friend?
Both. But
Let's go to our friend first. He seems like
Mhm.
he might need some assistance.
yeah.
She'll nod and shrug. Well, I'll lead you to him, and then as long as you don't give anyone any trouble, you're free to make your way around here. We don't have sleeping accommodations here. You understand? We don't get visitors. There's no inn. There's no tavern to speak of.
That's okay.
We have a short house where I live and run town meetings, and people show up and drink with me sometimes. That's it here. After you spoke with your friend, you can find the witch. She lives on her own that way. And he points essentially through the village from where you came, north, effectively, and even higher into some ridgeline.
Okay.
She hasn't been in town in months, but she'll be up there if she's still alive. This way.
I was gonna say, is that normal for her to not come to town in months?
The dwarf stops walking and turns back and looks at you levelly. She's not normal, she says. And then
You know what? Okay.
continues and leads you to the largest house. It's the only one with 2 stories. The second story is only a third the size of the top story of the bottom floor. It's all level. There's no real foundation to speak of. It's on the ground. She leads you inside, and motions you to follow, essentially through what is her house. There is like an area as you enter where it looks like there's, like maybe 12 to 13 chairs and then a lot of standing room. This place is pretty dirty. And then beyond that, she'll kick off her boots and then look at you all for a moment and look at your boots and then proceed
I'll
into
take my boots
her
off.
home. Rachel kicks
Yeah,
kicks off her boots.
understandable.
Yeah, I wouldn't want strangers tracking frozen mud
Mud
through my
and-
house
yeah.
either.
She leads you through kitchen and then into a very slender hallway with several doors to the left and right. And she'll open the first door on the left into a small bedroom. And she'll just kind of motion in there and then wait outside for you. The other companion, whom you remember, who he had armor when you saw him the first time, but his armor is now in a chair. He is laid up in bed. He is missing an arm.
Oh.
Holy cow.
He's reading something, but as the door opens, he's looking up and he looks confused at you all for a moment. He's got real big curly hair. It's short cut, but it is all over his head. Big nose, blue eyes. Oh. You're the
Hi.
cleric of Bacab from Hollice, right?
Yeah, Ranmar. We crossed paths briefly.
Yeah, you're associated somehow with, with the general and also Tiash. I am,
Wait,
I'm
come
Nyber.
on. Wind it back a little bit. The general?
Yes, of course.
Just out of curiosity. Who's the general?
I beg your pardon.
Are you? Look, no, you said the general and Tiash. Who's the general?
Tiash's former partner in combat and life, General Ashdale. Have I said something? My goodness. Don't worry, Rachel says, kind of brushing into the room. Ranmar is they're just having, we've had a really hard journey up here, and we saw a lot of dead bodies, and one of the dead bodies talked to Ranmar, and it was, they said some disturbing things that we learned about, and so Ranmar is, Finnegan, you take over. And Rachel backs up to the wall. Right under the bus.
Bardic inspiration.
You can't inspire yourself.
No, you.
Rachel said, "Finnegan, you take over," didn't she?
Wait.
She sure did.
Oh, I thought she said Ranmar.
Nibel, Ranmar is busy in the hall screaming. Meanwhile, the mayor is kind of watching Ranmar do this with some bemused dwarf confusion. So yeah, Esmeralda. Oh, Esmeralda, what is Esmeralda doing? Asked the narrator as the camera pans to Esmeralda's face for a moment to tell a story.
Yeah, I need a moment. So wait, I need to be caught up with what is currently happening. So the person in
the bed is one of
yes.
is one of the 2 clerics traveling with Tiash.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
The one that guided us through the.
Tiash
is
sat
the
down
one-
with you in the bar, and you all found out that Tiash was Ashdale's ex-girlfriend.
Yes.
There you go. Okay, so
Okay,
Tiash
yes.
was the only one sitting
Okay.
at that table. Nyber here, as he's introduced himself, waited outside with his companion, whom you saw and interrogated in death, and then
Yes.
blew away on the wind. And here's Nyber missing his right arm.
Oh, okay.
Seems pretty chill about things. I mean, he looks, his face is a little bit bruised, but it seems to be on the mend otherwise.
Okay. What happened? Maybe
Where shall I
Maybe-
start?
that feels like a place I'll be happy to let you decide. Just
Oh.
give me all of it.
Well,
as much of it.
after our brief passing in Hollis, we didn't stay very long. Master Tiash seemed like she really wanted to get moving right away, which was not what I expected. I thought we'd spend at least a few days there, just to recuperate. But no, we moved right along, and at some point outside of town, maybe about a day and a half or so north of Hollis, during a commune, Tiash learned that Razat was actually in the far reaches, and that we had somehow been deceived. And Tiash took it in stride, as she always does, and we made our way. Well, we made our way this way. We needed to sell our horses, as they can't really make their way into the reaches. And well, I mean, you maybe saw. It would be hard to miss if you took the same path we did, because you came in the same direction we did. But we were beset upon by orcs, and then the orcs were beset upon by ogres while we were fighting the orcs. Then we were fighting orcs and ogres, and Tiash was able to essentially chase the ogres away while she fought the orcs. But I was between two ogres. I'm lucky that I'm still alive at all. Unfortunately, my companion didn't make it, but such was his fate. When it's your time, it's your time, of course.
Our condolences.
I appreciate
that.
that. Thank you.
I'm
But
done screaming in the hallway now.
I apologize if I said anything that brought you such discomfort, Master Cleric. You have my greatest respect, being a practitioner of Bokab. Hallowed be his name.
No, likewise. Likewise. It's been a while, and I say it's been a while. It's been a time. It's been a week, a couple weeks, and you've also had a lot happening. So sorry. But I'm so sorry. I cannot do anything for the arm, but I can offer some healing. You said he's bruised, right?
I've already administered what I can myself.
Okay.
Yeah, some wounds just take. He looks at the absence of his arm more than time. Once I make my way home, I'm going to petition to have them restore that if they're so willing, so that I can continue my duties. But I'm a burden, of course, to Tiash, as she has proceeded alone into the reaches. But you're here now. Perhaps you will seek her out and aid her.
We would love to help.
Yeah.
Love to help.
She just, I'm assuming she went off on her own, because obviously, like, you were in no condition to continue, so she just started immediately. How long has she been gone?
And time feels funny, since my head was not well when we arrived. I remember distinctly that she went to speak with some snow oracle who lives north of here in a pretty. I couldn't have climbed the pass myself, as I remember it. And then she came back and told me to expect you four specifically, which I thought was odd, because Tiash is very powerful, but she hasn't demonstrated the power of prognostication before. But here you are.
So she's already spoken to the Snow Witch and come back,
Yeah.
Yeah.
presumably.
Yes, Master Emmer.
Okay. Did she?
Wait, do you? Oh, sorry. I was gonna ask if you knew the name of the Snow Oracle as well, or if at all.
The Snow Oracle? I haven't met them. I don't know them. No.
Okay, that was all.
Did Tiosh happen to? Well, it doesn't. The mayor. I didn't catch her name. Or like the de facto mayor. She said effectively a mayor.
I'm Bailey. She says
Bailey.
out in the hallway. It's
Okay,
all right. I know
Bailey.
that
So
learning about some general was really difficult for some reason. So my name is kind of ancillary to whatever your emotional experience has been. And the Snow Witch's name is Snow Witch. That's probably not her name, Rachel says. Right? Maybe she has like a name. Probably. I don't really speak with her that often. And when I do, she's not really interested in being besties. If she's here, it's because she has business and wants to buy a thing or sell a thing, which is fine by me.
Are there any like special directions we need, or is just she lives up there, can we find it pretty easily?
You can't miss it if you just kind of walk up the weird path and don't fall down it. If you do fall down it, just walk up it and don't fall down it the next time.
That's wonderful advice. You're great.
Hey,
I like you.
I am as personable as one needs to be in a hamlet in the middle of fucking nowhere where we don't see visitors.
I was.
A slice of sunshine, Rachel whispers to Esmeralda.
Esmeralda agrees.
What were you gonna say, Finn?
No, I was literally just about to like ask, like, can we like, do we feel the energy feels tense? Like there feels like there's a lot of like tension here.
Okay, I'll say
Like-
it. Rachel says, hey, look, Nyber, that's your name? You seem really nice. I have a question. Nyber, the cleric missing an arm, turns to look at Rachel. You said General Ashdale. So did you mean like she's generally a really cool person? Or did you mean
No.
like
don't think she
she
did.
was a high-ranking and commanding officer in the Anurian military?
I'm pretty sure that's what he meant.
Okay, I just wanted to really hear it from you. I thought she was like a knight or something. Yes, she was that too. She was very highly decorated. Why? You don't know these things? I had heard that she was very frustrated and had left the position while she was still held in high standing. In her opinion, she wasn't in high standing anymore, didn't want the high standing. But I mean, she still carries the rank, and if she wandered into Anurian, they'd probably put her in charge of a whole bunch of people again.
Do you know why she left?
He shakes his head. I mean, I've heard rumors, but it's not my place, as you'd understand.
She told me a little. Obviously not everything. But she told me some.
I mean, I think
Okay.
we can all kind of understand wanting to keep secrets, Rachel says, even from people that we like.
I'm certainly not one to judge, but I am a little salty. But that makes me a hypocrite. So here I am, salty.
I mean,
Salty
I'm so confused. I mean, as far as I know, she smooched everybody but Esmeralda and me, and I'm just perplexed as to why people aren't excited about this. I mean, what a great display of affection.
No, that's not what I said.
I don't think she smooched me either. I throw.
You
in
didn't
there.
get a smooch either?
I don't think so.
Okay, I'm just trying to narrow it down. I'm trying to understand really what happened up there because I didn't see it, and people are really frustrated. And I don't know. People don't want to talk about feelings here. I don't mind talking about feelings, and I think it's important to.
I promise I will tell you on our way to see the Snow Witch Oracle. I don't know what she prefers.
The snorkel.
Snow.
Let's call her Snorkel.
Yes.
I will tell you on the way to see the snorkel.
Okay. That's incredible, Bailey, the mayor says. And
I
now
dig that.
I'm going to call her Snorkel.
Good.
Thanks, young lady. You're welcome, weird mayor.
Our work here is done.
It's Rachel. She's wearing really thick burlap and really like itchy boar hair cloak. It's warm. It doesn't look attractive. She's still adorable as fuck.
I was gonna say I have a question. I have a Rachel clarification question.
Yeah, sure.
I know she just got fed, and I think her like powers kind of they don't fade, but like are they not as strong if she's like fed? Like they're not as like
She controls
would
it more.
yeah. Like she has more control.
Oh, you're wondering why people in this room are having to make saves?
Yes.
Yes, because she's powered up.
Okay, that's what I was gonna
That's
ask.
a
'Cause I was gonna
reasonable
ask
assumption.
why the general, because I feel like the other person in the room feels like they're at high enough level to maybe like be able to like understand or like not like understand Rachel, but like not be like as affected. But like Bailey,
Bailey
feel like
has
is
character
real
levels,
calm.
and so does the cleric.
Okay.
Peasants don't. So I think in D&D 5, technically peasants have some kind of level or class or some shit, but I don't. I grew up in the old days, and so peasants are level 0. They do not have heroic levels or skills or powers or feats or saves, and so they have to try and roll against Rachel, and they're basically always going to fail. People with character levels get to roll saves. The players only have to roll saves if she loses control.
Okay.
But I'm going to give you all something that takes most parties a long time to figure out, and since you're new to D&D, it might be helpful. Rachel does not actually understand how her attraction power works. And so it might be good for you all to sort of observe what she is doing when people seem to fail saves, or what she's feeling when people seem to fail saves more often.
Oh, is it like a situation of if she was like highly upset or something, it would be stronger. Like it would just like boom.
She'd like have
stronger.
less control.
You're on the right path.
Yeah. Okay.
That's the kind of thing to watch for.
Okay.
It's like when like in movies when the person like screams and like that thing shoots out and it like goes like boom, boom,
The
like
shockwave.
ripples. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Good to know. Terrifying, but good to know. All right. Okay. So what our plan now is to go find the snorkel.
Yes.
Okay.
Well, it was really lovely getting to meet you finally, Master Ranmar and your companions, says Sniper.
You as well?
Nice to fully meet you.
Well, not fully. I'm missing some components. He motions at his missing arm.
Oh.
Smiles at you.
Okay.
But
All right.
he's allowed to make the joke.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will return hopefully soon with Tiash and victory.
I look forward to it. On my way back through Hollice, I very much want to sample the ale.
It's good. It's good stuff.
Oh my God. Yes,
what I've heard.
please. Find us and we shall drink with.
Yeah. All right. Onward to the snorkel to then find Tiash to then kick Razat's ass.
Okay.
Right?
The mayor will basically usher you out of her home with a mutter as you're leaving. If you want to talk to the Nyber guy again or get him out of here, anytime you're ready, he's welcome here. We'll take care of him. But sooner the better, getting us back to normal here.
I appreciate it. We'll do everything we can to get it back to normal for you.
People are peeking out of windows at you all as you're going outside. Like there's shutters. They're trying to look like they're not looking at you.
Sorry if
no
we
one
caused
outside.
a disturbance.
They'll be fine.
That's something to talk about, though.
Yeah. Probably for the next 6 months.
Oh, stay warm. We'll be back through.
You're hilarious. Bailey points at this like small little, basically crack that winds its way up into a high pass.
Up into what?
Basically, you're walking up towards a cliff.
Oh,
you
we
gotta-
already left. Okay.
Yeah,
I
you're
thought-
outside. Yeah, boots on.
I thought
in
she
the
was
snow.
pointing towards something. Or is she?
I did for a minute too.
Sorry, she's led you outside, and she's pointing outside at the pass
a
you got to
cliff?
go up. Well, there's
Oh, to the pass.
to the path.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
The
I got
pass.
real lost there. Okay.
Sorry,
alright.
she kicked you out of her
Alright.
house.
Okay, that's fair.
You're in the snow. It's cold.
Okay. Onward. Lucky, I'm not feeding you yet. Jerk.
Okay.
He's rolling dice. You bastard.
The four of you wind your way up this pass single file. And there's a little tiny cave open to the left. You can't see it until you're right on top of it. There's a little bit of light coming from the inside. Some kind of a blanket hanging to not really cover the door opening. Who's going in first?
Should we say hello?
Should I check for traps?
All right, guidance. Go say hi, Finn.
All right, I'm gonna check for traps and say hello.
It's not trapped. You hear a voice from inside.
Hi. Oops. Thank you for not trapping us.
I knew you would look. But why would someone trap their own home? That means they don't feel safe where they live. Like you.
Oh, snap.
Well, come in. Waste more time outside.
Yeah, all right, fuck it. I'll go in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, I thought we were all filing in.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
It wasn't clear to me who was going first.
Sorry,
So
yeah.
the four of you make your way in. Rachel last. And she'll stand sort of at the door. This room is very oddly shaped. It's more long than it is wide, and it's a cave. Natural, maybe. There's shelves in sort of like inset in the wall, or grown into the wall, or the wall grew them. You're not really clear. It's a very strange space to look at. Several long tables in the middle, a place maybe she sleeps in on the far end of the room. Things dangling from the ceiling, lots of little bone carvings and sculptures and ice sculptures on the table and around, books and papers spread everywhere. An entire alchemy set up near the door as you enter. And in the center of the room, standing over all of these piles of papers and scrolls, is an elegant and lovely looking woman, maybe in her 40s. Just long, straight, thin blue hair. Her eyes are like looking into a glacier. Thin, sharp-featured. Very thickly dressed. White furs, wolf pelts, you think. Roughly sewn together.
I'm scared.
She is looking at you all calmly, like she's been expecting you.
The Snow Oracle, I presume?
Who else would I be? You were told a snow witch lives there. You came to where the snow witch lives. You climbed a very dainty little path, and you come into a cave with no door. It's very cold in here.
I have this problem where when I'm nervous and it's quiet, I open my damn mouth. It's a problem. I'm sorry.
It is not the only problem that confronts you.
Uh-oh.
How can I help? Why have you come in your mind?
You might know the way to Tiosh and therefore Razat.
Tiash isn't going to find Razat. You are.
Oh no, where's Tiosh?
Didn't Tiash come to see you about finding Razat?
She did come to see me. She did not come about Razat.
Why
What'd
did
she
she come
come
here?
for?
Oh God.
Are you here to learn about the monk? Or are you here to learn about yourselves?
Nope.
Look, we struggle with ourselves. We got a couple of things going on that make it hard for us to
I know we
learn about
just met
ourselves
this
right now.
person, but if she's going to get us talking about feelings, I think that we should just go along and play along with that. I think talking
But
about
people
feelings
People need
is
us.
good.
People need our help.
We got here
People need
so
our help.
fast. I forgot my promise to Rachel. That's my bad.
Yeah, you did,
we just-
Ranmar.
We got here
Oh,
so
shoot.
fast. I thought
dang.
I didn't realize we were gonna get here that fast.
got
It
here
sounded
fast.
like this was so far.
Because
And
you
we
all had a
got
hustle.
here.
Because some folks here don't think feelings are worth talking about.
I didn't say that. I just said I don't like them.
I mistakenly
That's
broke my
fair.
promise. It wasn't on purpose. I promise. Oh God.
Do we have to talk about feelings now? To uphold a promise? And we're also being asked about it.
The Snow Witch is carefully studying all of you as you have this conversation with her in the room.
We're all just having our equal separate breakdowns. Ranmar back in the hall, me just sitting there. Esme, what are you doing? We're all just like,
where are you having your breakdown?
we have to plan our breakdown spots.
Silently observing.
The group's
down
been
and
through a
shit.
lot lately. We wanted to take the weekend off. And we didn't take the weekend off.
And now look at us.
And now we're here. Sorry. We I would like to know why Tiaj was here, if not to talk about the not to talk about Razat.
Razat.
She wishes to help an old friend.
Can you say who that old friend is?
You already know.
God.
Oh shit.
Yep, sure do. Sure fucking do. The feeling is mutual. God damn it.
Where is she going now?
That I can't say. I know where she wants to go, but whether she can get there, that remains to be seen. The passage may be blocked to her. I told her not to worry. The Snow Witch looks at Rachel coyly, because there is already a mysterious force offering assistance. Rachel is kind of looking at the ceiling quietly. Did you
Just
know?
Turn and also squint at her.
Did you know that the immortal prison is not strange to your friend, and that she had been there for 60 years during her last trial? Did you know that this time she was there for all of 4 minutes when some mysterious stranger tore a devourer to bits? Very strange.
Wait, I'm so sorry.
You know,
Did
it's kind of
say-
warm in here, Rachel says. I'm just going to step outside for a minute. I'll just be right outside if you need me. Okay, bye. She slips through the blanket outside.
Did you say that she got tore and ate?
A devourer is a very large undead creature that scoops your soul out and holds it in its rib cage for as long as it deems fit. Ashdale had been inside of one for decades the last time she did the trial.
I'm uncomfy.
The trial's not going to last 60 years this time, it seems. Is that why you're here? All of these things that are so important. She slides a hand drawing of the creepy book across her table to you. All of the things that trouble you. And you're asking about your friend who's on a known quest.
Yeah, because she's my friend.
The Snow Witch nods.
Wait, you said she slid a picture of the book across?
The Book of Ardenoth. The creepy book
The
that
skin-
flies and talks to you. The skin book. That's the one.
Can I show her?
You want to take the skin book out and show it to her?
Hell's yeah, I do.
Okay.
Yeah. Just be like, this one.
Okay, you take it out.
I still don't fully know what this is. So if like, you know what, honestly, friend aside, if you could help me
Do the eyes on
figure
that
out this thing.
open? The eyes are closed on the book right now.
Weren't they open when it was floating around?
Yes. The eyes in her
Okay.
drawing are open.
Okay.
Why are the eyes closed? Oh, sorry, that's a
The
loaded
narrator
question,
shrugs
probably.
and
That's
says
just
to
my-
Finn, I don't know, it's your book.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It
I mean, it
chose
is now.
you.
It is now. It is now, but it wasn't in the beginning, so I'm trying to learn.
Instead of Ardenoth's skin book, it's Finn's skin book now.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That book was written by a very ancient creature, lost to time and space. The Wanderer, some call
Oh,
him,
shit.
remembers. Some say that he seeks the author of the book. Others say he destroyed the author of this book. But the book wants something different. And I believe that the book and the Wanderer and the book's author all want what's inside of the temple.
That's not good.
Okay.
The people in this village are afraid. They never go anywhere because ogres are overrunning everything. And they're hoping that this far-to-reach, resource-free area won't be appealing to the ogres and they won't come and find these largely defenseless, fearful people. Their one hero, a very young man, paladin of Tempus, though he doesn't believe in himself. He went to confront the ogres and did not return. Do you know why these people are so afraid? They lost their religion. And the temple is dark and cold and hard to reach. And only one cleric remains there. And they speak to no one.
Have they? This is gonna sound stupid. Have they talked? Have they spoken to you since you seem to know about them and that they won't talk to people? And
Few people speak to me. The Wanderer once did. He said he was waiting for you.
me, or like collective, like unit?
I think you know what I mean.
I think I do. Why is he waiting for me?
I know much, but not everything. There's something deep in the earth. Something the dwarves tried to protect all of us from. Something the temple tried to protect all of us from. Something some strangely affected would-be necromancer is trying to get for himself. And you're going to stop him. What's left of him.
Do you know of anything that could help us stop him? A weakness?
He will bleed and die like most things.
Do we have any other questions that I can't think about in this moment while we're talking, team? Question mark.
I'm sorry, my brain's shot.
You're looking over as you're trying to think of questions, you're looking over the table. And there are just a lot of drawings, some that are familiar and some that are plainly not, but striking. Picture of the book. There's a picture of Jacoby's axe, a picture of Jacoby's face. All hand
What
drawings.
about-
There's a hand drawing.
Aya.
There's a hand drawing of Aya, yes.
I want to ask about Aya.
There's a drawing
Yeah.
of Kithriel. Kithriel crying. There's a drawing of some floating city bleeding something onto the earth from the sky. There's a picture of a staff, a ringed staff.
Uh-oh. That's the one for my brain. That's the one that was used to banish the beholders, right?
Yep.
Or plane shift.
You got it.
Oh.
The ringed staff was.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I?
Go ahead.
I was
Doing
thinking
great. You know
big-
what? It's been a while. Guidance.
Sweet. Can I enthusiastically flip to the page in the book with Aya and just like turn it and also like I guess next to the drawing that also has Aya and just be like, who is this person?
The fragment.
Fuck.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
Wait, Raymar, why'd you say fuck? What does that mean?
There's two pictures of Aya, and if she's a fragment and Rachel couldn't yoink her out of there, she fuck. Yep. So I don't know how to put it into words, but Raymar has a really sick suspicion that Aya is part of a soul that has been yeeted to the four corners. Or the two. It could just be two. I don't know, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Was it to weaken someone? Was it to live long time and it went weird because Aya seems nice? Who the fuck knows? Was it a mistake? Was it an attack? Who the fuck knows? I don't like it.
How many?
Okay.
How many? Wait, if this person is the fragment, does that mean there's other pieces of her?
That's all the witch says.
Just It seems like you know more.
That's the funny thing about being an oracle who lives alone on a mountain. I'm supposed to seem like I know more than I do. Have you spoken with your friend recently? She's looking right at
Can I
Finnegan.
say yes? Not recently, as in like in the last couple episodes, but like she knows she's caught up. So if that's recent, then yes.
Yeah, the last time you all saw Cheldenath was when the first vault was breached, right? Like he appeared to the full
Yeah.
party. Yeah. Probably had nothing to do with the miners discovering the vault. Just
Wait, Childenoff. I thought we were talking about Aya.
Cheldenath. Oh, you're talking about Cheldenath.
Oh, I thought we were talking about Aya being
Oh.
fragments.
She means Cheldenath. When she said you've spoken with your friend lately, she did not mean Aya.
Oh, I got you. I thought we were still at O. Then I guess no, honestly. It's been a little while.
Maybe you should reach out.
Can I do that?
One way to find out.
Is there a way I can is there a way for me to ask for it?
She runs her finger along the skin book, which is still on the table. Does he know you have this?
Does he do? I don't think he does.
I think
don't-
it was before you got the book that we spoke to him.
That's right.
Yeah, because I had it. I don't think he was there for the floating bits of the book.
No, that was after. That was when we had Aya in there. So
Yeah.
we haven't spoken to him, or you haven't spoken to him since you got
Yeah.
the book, but he could know anyway.
I mean, he lives in my brain. I'm pretty sure. So he might know I have this.
You know, for the, 3 of the 4 people who are going to save all of us, I expected a little more gusto. I'm sure you'll get it done, but you seem very uncertain. More than I expected. No bravado, really. Didn't you flirt with a dragon? Where's that courage right now?
Are we getting sassy? Yeah, Redmar?
I didn't
We-
say a word, Finn.
You flirted with a dragon? Rachel says from outside.
That wasn't my sole purpose.
Rachel comes in. Just want to bang everything? You like the most traditional bard ever? Oh, it moves. Let's get it on. Yeehaw. That is
That's not
not
what
a
I
healthy approach to things.
said.
You're the only one who talks about feelings, Rachel says. Why is it that that's your goal with the feel? You know what? Your journey is legit. It's valid, but it's safer for Esbury to hop on a Pegasus. Nightscale's spit melts through metal.
And that feels like it would be very useful to us. Does it not? Does it not? I don't know. You
No,
said get
Finn,
friends.
Finn.
You said get friends. Get friends with wings.
Finn, I'm laughing at Thady's face right now.
This is Rachel's face.
Oh, I'm laughing at Rachel's face right now.
Out of all the things we have currently going on, the dragon is the wildest thing. Really?
I mean, you haven't tried to smooch that. Oh, no, Finnegan. No.
What?
Tentacle face is not for mooches.
I'm not smooching Tentacle Face. He's smooching my brain. His like whatever is like doing whatever. I don't need to smooch him too.
Ew.
I'm sorry, I lost my
Kissing a
temper.
plate of wet spaghetti.
Yeah, don't make out with a plate of wet spaghetti. Don't do it. Wait. What's spaghetti?
What? Wait, Finn said that Cheldenath was smooching his brain.
That's how I
I
assume it works,
extrapolated.
honestly.
I have
I don't know how else it would work.
These are probably questions you're not going to answer for me, right? Rachel says to the oracle. Oh, your destiny lies on their path as well, little one.
Oh,
But it
I'm
is
so sorry, Rachel.
very, very different. Great. Wow. I hate this. I'm going back outside. Rachel goes back
But our
outside.
feelings.
Your feelings.
I'm having feelings right now.
Get back in here and talk about your feelings.
Nope.
With the snorkel. We're all doing this. We're all sitting down. I'm calling an intervention powwow. We're all talking about our feelings right now.
Did
I'm
you
not doing that.
call me a snorkel? The
I'm
witch
so
asked.
sorry. No. I'm gonna lie. No. Can I roll?
I was going to
Wow.
tell you what you have to do, but if this is how it's going to be here, I guess I'm just going to let you wander around the wastes and figure it out yourself.
We sure would love some help. It's just
We
been
would.
a doozy of,
We
you
were
know what, it's
supposed to
been a
take this
week or two at
weekend
this
off.
point. Well,
I'm just
we're a
gonna
little
keep
frazzled.
reiterating.
There's a lot happening. We're trying to process. I do apologize.
All right. I just need to know at what part of the story you're in. Have you seen this yet? And she shows you a drawing of Esmeralda, but it's like vampire, creepy fucking Esmeralda, and it's all really dark and strange, and she looks sadistic and warped.
I
I would like to very carefully look at Esmeralda right now.
Esmeralda looks, I imagine, exactly like Reggie looks right now. Okay, I'm going
What
to
you
take
got
that
going
as a
on?
no.
Yeah,
Have
we're not in that
you-
part of. Why would you call this a story?
Have you seen this yet? And she shows you a picture of the big mushroom that killed Ashdale.
Yeah,
Yes.
we sure saw
Yeah.
that up close
Okay.
and personal.
She's like setting them out there like it's a timeline.
Oh,
This is
God.
actually really helpful.
Have you seen this yet? And she shows you a picture of a very austere, gentle-looking face. It looks like red cloak and hood and very strange. You've not seen this man before.
Is the cloak at all
Would we
identifiable, like
recognize the
where it
cloak?
would
Yeah.
be from?
It's not Chilean. Ranmar, it is so old in sort of like the way it's cut and the embroidery in the drawing. You think it's a civilization from potentially like way before the show, like way before.
Oh crap! And we have not seen that one. Nope.
Okay, she slides it off to the side, and you haven't seen this thing yet because I haven't seen it yet. She points at a floating city.
Nope. That is not something we've seen either.
Okay, she slides that to the right of the table.
This is the
And
worst.
you've seen. She pauses and then slides a photo of dead Ashdale under the mushroom and doesn't say anything as she does so.
Oh.
Okay.
Nope, it's uncalled for. Nothing.
I see things, I draw them. Do you want to see or not?
Yes, I would like to see. I would like to continue seeing. This has been very helpful.
Have you seen this wizard? And she shows you, it looks like a Chilean wizard, but it's not one you've seen. It's got a well-groomed beard, a little bit bald on top, almost like a Captain Picard kind of a look on the top of his head, like bald with like the side. And
Do
a very
they
well-groomed
happen-
beard.
Would that match because Pern had a beard, right? Would that-
Pern did, but
look like-
this is not Pern.
okay.
But
Would
it
look
is,
like
you think it's
Celine?
one of the three.
Okay. So
Raymar,
on that
give
one, I'll
me-
say like, oh.
Give me Arcana.
Oh, oh no.
Knowledge
Okay.
Arcana.
All right. Here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. Could have been worse. Thought it was a 1.
Okay.
It's a 7. So that's only 13.
Okay. Yeah. You think that this wizard, whatever they're doing, is drawn as though they are casting a counterspell, like they're mid-cast, given just like the orientation of their fingers.
Okay. But we don't know of the only shill that we know of that was against it, that might have counterspelled at like or tried to counterspell at an opportune moment, would have been Pern.
You don't know what they're counterspelling.
Yeah, you
When
don't
it
know what they're
happened.
or I don't know what they're
Could be literally anything.
So, but it's not someone that we've seen.
It's not
But
Pern.
we think it looks like it could be one of the three, though.
That means it's either Zot or Sulian.
Okay. So I'll say we may have seen that one, but not certain.
Okay. I don't have a maybe pile. That's interesting. She leaves it where it's at on the table. Okay. That means you probably need to... Oh, you've done this, she says. And she shows you a drawing of you meeting Nightskill in the forge.
We did.
We have done that.
Okay.
Do you have all of her story? Do you?
No, I honestly have no idea. There are some photos that I'm pretty... There are some drawings that go... And she motions towards the right side of what she's called the timeline that I'm not going to show you because I don't want to alarm you.
What
None
if
of
I
this has
ask
been alarming.
very nicely?
When you get
because
there,
all of this has been alarming.
it won't be alarming when you're ready. I think.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna. You know what? It's been a little bit. I'm gonna guidance Finnegan.
Can I?
Finnegan. Uh-huh.
And you've
Sorry.
spoken with Kithriel, she says, and she moves the drawing of the elf to the middle. Meaning,
Yes.
you need to light the towers.
Is that one of the towers that's in the Quellen?
She shakes her head. There are there are 3 towers here in the northern reaches. One of them is the Temple of Tempus itself, but the other 2 are the signal fires that once burned all the time. And they signified to everyone that there really is no night. Whether the sun shows or not, you must always be ready. And the people here have lost sight of their religion. If they're going to take up their weapons once more and their courage back into their hearts, opening the temple will be necessary. And you need to open the temple because you need to go in there and get what the book wants. She points at the book.
How am I supposed to know what the book wants? I can't read it, any of it, I'm pretty sure.
Have you asked?
Is it that simple?
She motions at you and then the book. The book rails itself open, flipping too many pages to be possible, and it shows you something it showed you a few times now. The weird, blubby whale thing with tentacles floating in a sea of nothing. There are many of them, and then there's only one.
Is that?
The book slams shut. Well, she says.
What am I supposed to make of that?
I was hoping you'd tell me, she says, and she shows you a drawing of the same thing that you just looked at in the book.
It's like a little whale ship in the sky, right?
Mhm.
Like a little, it has tentacle things.
Mhm.
Is it chilies? Or does it relate to chili?
Wait, Ardenoth is a mind flayer just like Chaldenath. And Ardenoth wrote this book, and this book is telling you about it. It's reasonable to assume it's connected.
Can I ask Chili to go on that?
You mean on the boat?
Yes.
Do you think maybe that's part of what he wants?
Does he want me to really, really go or mentally go?
You're going to have to go into the dungeon for real.
Okay. No, wait. The floaty ship
He's
thing
saying
is-
dungeon like it's a you got to go to the level like the
Right, yeah. There's content to explore
okay.
here.
Okay.
Trying to
it's
peel
a
back.
boat, but
There is a boat.
I
yeah.
got you. I wasn't sure if it was like something to like actually go to, or if it was like in the dream where like Chili would kind of like let me go, like how he
Oh.
let me go back to the castle.
Yeah,
Or back to,
everything else has
like-
been dreamy so far.
Yeah.
That's true. With the exception of him appearing to the whole party one time when he convinced the miners to accidentally open up the vault. You're doing great, everybody.
I like it.
You're doing great.
Oh
My
God,
brain
okay.
feels like mush.
Okay, good time to roll the credits. Da-da-da-da-da.
I can't keep thinking of questions.
You made it. Say hi to
I'm-
chat. Frenchie's probably going to
I'm
fall
so
asleep right now in the chair.
Fried. I'm
Sorry.
I have to be
sorry.
awake in like
I know,
5
I'm so
hours.
sorry.
Yeah. I'm gonna say
An
hi to chat
apology.
and then bye to chat because I need to. Yeah, I have to be up in like 5
Yeah,
hours. So
go sleep. Oh my god, go
tired.
sleep.
Go sleep. Everything
Love
is
you
ready.
all. Good night.
Oh, love you. Good sleep.
Friends, we did it. It's the end of the show. I forgot to record the episode. I have to download it from Twitch and upload it to YouTube the old-fashioned way.
no.
It's fine.
Lucky.
It just
Do
means
you
an extra
mind?
step. And I have to deal with their encoding instead of my own encoding. It's fine. Friends, thanks for hanging out for D&D. Wait, where's the music? Ramar, where's the music?
I don't
Nope.
know where my own head is right now.
There it
I would
is.
like to apologize to Rachel for like even outside of game of like we all got really fussy and tense.
No, that was in
Our
character. That was
brains
great.
are melting.
Poor Rachel.
I don't want
We're
Rachel to
just-
be mad at me. My
I
heart will
know.
break.
I don't think Rachel's gonna be mad at you. Rachel's gonna be grumpy because I was like, I promise I will tell you while we go to the place, and I didn't. I didn't realize we were gonna get there that fast.
It's
That's
true.
fair. I
That's
also
my
would have.
bad.
I totally would have slept as
It was
well.
a very short trip. It's reasonable. She'll probably be fine with it. She's probably going to forgive you.
Hi, Echo.
Oh,
Hermit
hi,
thing-
chat.
I know the hermit specifically said Aya is human. I know,
Yes.
like he said that about Aya, but I don't remember anything about fragments. But I could have just had a brain fart and not picked it up.
I mean, maybe you have to revisit some stuff or not worry too hard about it. The answers will come.
I'm scared.
I know, me too. I'm terrified.
I don't think you are. I think you're having fun that we're scared.
I am having fun, and I'm terrified. Oh gosh.
There was a lot of chaos. It all started because we were all gonna take a night. We were gonna take a weekend off. Not a
I
night,
know,
a
right?
weekend.
I just wanted to have a weekend off. I feel like that would have been good for us, but bad for the world.
Yeah. And sometimes we have to do bad for us so we can do good for the world.
Yeah.
And then recuperate with a very large party when we get back. A very large, very calming party
That would probably
that
be
we
a really good
absolutely
idea.
deserve.
Especially if no one
Please,
dies.
dear God.
No one die. Go home and have parties.
Oh God.
What a whole ass side quest if anyone dies at this point. Wait, can you cast Revivify?
Uh-huh.
Okay, then maybe you won't have to go on a whole ass side quest, but you may have to go on a whole ass side quest if someone dies.
This is why I need more diamonds. Ugh.
That's fair.
Give
That's
me
fair.
diamonds.
I don't know who to raid. We need points. Pick somebody. Who
Oh God.
I have Anita. That's a super old friend of the stream.
Oh yeah, we haven't seen her in a hot minute.
I think I literally just her thing like popped up earlier and I was like, oh,
Anita tends to do
I think
like
it's been a long
she's a transgender activist. Does a lot of like she'll go to protests and stuff and have her phone and stream to Twitch from her phone. But right now she's streaming Baldur's Gate, which is a pretty chill experience. And she hasn't been streaming recently, so it's pretty nice to see her. So stick around with the rig, get your channel points. Thank you for spelling Aya correctly, Echo. That makes me really happy in my heart. Channel points will be for the next event, which is starting tomorrow on stream. Quinn, are you on tomorrow with me? We're playing the magic. We're playing the magic.
Oh my God,
That's
magic.
it. Magic card times. It's gonna
forgot about
be
magic for a
great.
second.
You're all great. I'm exhausted. I let us go back and I really wanted you to meet the Snow Witch because I thought they're surely going to want to date the Snow Witch, and no one said anything about dating a Snow Witch. I kept telling Lost they're going to want to date the Snow Witch. They want to date everybody.
I just got fussed for how many people I want to date.
They hate the Snow Witch. How do you hate a Snow Witch? It's literally a
Finn
fucking
got
Snow
a
Witch.
whole lot of shame from the Snow
I
Witch.
did get a whole lot of shame.
I mean,
for
it was
the
a little
Snow
bit.
Witch.
It was a bit. She's just like, why aren't you being brave? You were brave when you flirted with the dragon. That's a brave thing. It's brave.
It was
Because she
real
also
brave.
had just told me that she also kind of doesn't know as much as she does. So I'm over here like, well, I'm kind of not as brave as I am, I guess, in this moment.
This is Finnegan be sassing the super powerful NPCs. There's no one sassed Kithriel. That was probably for the better too.
I won't ask
That's
Kithriel.
Probably
Kithriel
for the best.
That's funny because Barrick, Fall Down Go Boom, when he played this, there was only one NPC he did sass. And it was Kithriel. Good night, everybody. Hang on, goodbye. We're doing okay, bye. Good night, okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Hybrid.